Okay, let's get back underway then. It's HoI 4. It's also Tuesday. I don't stream on Tuesdays, but what can I say? HoI 4 has really got its claws right in on me. Even yesterday, I really just wanted to stream it. I decided against it, tried to stave it off by watching some of Heldon's Mass Effect, but no, I gotta get back to the war. And what a war, because Papa Stalin, in his infinite wisdom, decided to declare war on Japan. Japan owns Asia, just straight out owns it all. So fighting Japan probably not a great idea. So I'm just ignoring his emails here saying please join war, comrade. My hope is that Japan will just be fighting against the Soviets and will starve themselves on god-awful Soviet supply. Now, Soviets will also starve themselves on god-awful Soviet supply, but that's okay, they're used to that. They had plenty of experience of that over here when Uncle Adolf decided to punch his way into the Soviet Union and it was just a supply nightmare for all involved. What I need to do is polish off Europe, at least mainland Europe, so I can focus my efforts elsewhere. Might take the population centres and northern Africa and try to figure out some way to break the stalemate against the UK, invade them proper, get them out of the war, stop being nuked into oblivion, and then start thinking about the bigger goals here, which would be knocking out Japan and the big old US of A. That'll be necessary to end the war, and that is the goal of this. We need to end the war one way or the other. Either the commies will reign supreme or we will not exist at all. Sorry, no speaking Russian. Pretty much, I've held Papa Stalin and his other eccentricities, but his declaration of war in Japan was a step too far. Yeah, no end, only war. Been a lot of war. So when last we left off, we had France by the balls, but we purposefully stopped short at about Orleans and did not force them to capitulate until we had finished our collaboration with them. We got our collaboration way up to 90%, which means they folded and they became our wee puppet here. Collaboration government puppet even, which means I get a lot of their stuff. Perhaps most importantly is that manpower they have. I need it. Unfortunately, turns out that newly formed countries like this start out with extremely baseline laws and absolutely no political power, so I have to wait a while before he's going to get more than just volunteer-only manpower, which really sucks, but hey, that's still 700,000 manpower that I need to put to use, and I will put to use. The first thing I think I'm going to do is start jiggering around with my templates here. For one, I have a lot of units out here which have not been using military police for a long time, and I'm thinking of changing that because the sheer amount of manpower I've lost on various fronts, I could have had 50% of that trickle back if I was using military, not military police, the tent thing, the tent support company, where is it? Field hospital, that's it. Question is what to replace for that. I can't get rid of anti-air, because anti-air stops a lot of the downsides from me generally not having air superiority, and I certainly don't on this front. I need the shovels for entrenchment. I need logistics to not starve with Stalin in quotations, helping me out of my front line. Support artillery is really good for the soft attack, so that kind of just leaves the recon. And I've been told recon's is really good, but I'm told like everything is really good when it comes to support companies. Something's got to give, so I think I'm just going to straight up change this out for field hospitals. Not even going to bother duplicating, and field hospitals are almost always a trap though, not worth it since you have access to the French. Yeah, but the French are only 700,000 manpower right now. I'm not convinced, in the end, I need some big old units to hold the line and punch through when needed, and they're going to take heavy losses. Now, I'm not convinced that recon is that great, but I wouldn't claim to really know. I mean, what does it do for us? Gets us reconnaissance. What does reconnaissance do? I think it helps you use better tactics in your fights. Here we go. Increases the chance that each unit can pick better tactics in battle and increase the amount of intel. I'm just not so sure that's worth anyone's time compared to getting a lot more of my manpower saved. Almost always ah man, you make me second guess myself here. Because I also want to lower my manpower laws so I can get a lot more output put out here. Yeah. Screw it, this is the idea. I'm gonna go in for field hospitals and just save that. It's only 10 army experience and I have plenty of that. So there we go, gonna have that on all these folks. And I need to start using the French. So we go over to Sweden, we go over to Swedish France, and we look for a template to take from them. It's probably the best one. It already has support artillery. I'll get rid of anti-tank and replace it with anti-air, I suppose. Actually, I can just big this up to be pretty much like my template. What are the other options? Cavalry template? Definitely not. Medium tanks? Certainly not. So we copy you over, and we're going to edit you to be what I need you to be, which is certainly going to be a bit more artillery than that. I'm thinking if I do this... 25, huh? I thought 23 is the go-to. What if I switch you out for artillery like that? So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3? Combat with 23? I think 23 is a good number. God knows what really is, though. I'm sure there's all kinds of metas about this, but search me for it. Support anti-air. I'm thinking about giving field hospitals to the French as well. Especially since they don't have a lot of manpower right now, and I will need to scrape everything out of them. So we'll give that to you. In fact, I'll just essentially make you like my own ones right now. You'll certainly need some logistics, because I have horrible plans for you down the right. Do the French deserve hospitals? If they end up tapped of manpower, I'm going to have to use my own glorious Swedish ones, so until I get more governments under me, which will probably take a long time, I think I'll keep it like this. France might end up being the only reasonably timed collaboration government under me at this rate. I'd love to get some of these troublemakers off of me, like the Poles and the Dutch. Well, curiously, when it comes to the peace deal, what happens with Swedish France? Because now they're here, and it doesn't count as occupation, I think. So I wonder what would happen with that in the peace deal. Right, we're gonna have this. I think we should just call this the French Art, because that's what it is. Infantry artillery. I could call it like a 7-3, but no, I'll stick with that. So we'll save that. It's only 40. And then what we're going to do is we're going to train a lot of them. How many of them are we going to train? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, I'll train them until we're out of stuff to drink them for. 40 units off them sounds nice. How much of your manpower did I take? Only half of it. And my logistics look great, especially on infantry equipment. And I've still got plenty of anti-air for once. I really thought I was going to run out of anti-air after a while. Very well, let's train up like 80 units of you. 80? That seems like overkill. But I'd like to... finally, now we're out of them. Alright, maybe stick it at about 70, see how that goes. This is when they start going down because they're low on support equipment. And then, yeah, support equipment and artillery. But I make plenty of these things, it'll be fine. What does that take us to? About 59? Well, it'll take them a while to train up anyway, won't it? Maybe I'll stick it at 50 for now. Actually, 48's probably better, because that's two generals worth of them. So 48 of you, and that's going to tell me that I now have a lack of support equipment, right? Well, I certainly don't have loads of it like I did before, but that should keep them all right. Gun in every French child's hands. Dream come true for them, no doubt. Okay, anything else to worry about? Missing equipment? Yeah, medium tanks. I will eventually do away with my medium tank divisions. The so-called cancer tank wagons will be removed and replaced with French who don't get my medium tanks. And my modern tanks are used for my spearheads. Tungsten, Soviet Union, right. Soviet Union can no longer meet my tungsten requirements, can they? Let's go to trade and see what's going on. Holy moly, where am I? Ah, yes, the aluminium's meant to be coming from... It was coming from France, I believe, and now it's not. So, isn't... Maybe it'll take a day before it updates this. I'll do my trade after a little bit of time has passed. Air wings not in... I thought my air wings were told to follow my army here. Well, it looks like they're assigned to it, so who is not currently assigned on a mission? Oh, some naval bombers. Come on, naval bomb the English Channel. That's what it's all about. I mean, they'll eventually all die off, but too bad. They have some people sailing around down there, and they've had a decent campaign. Decisions. War support is really low, but war support comes and goes like crazy thanks to the aces. It's a bit of a weird system where almost the entire war support economy is based on being nuked and having aces. So we'll keep it like that, shall we? Socialist education in Swedish France. I'm not sure I'm willing to pay that just to keep them a bit more. Research speed up, communism support up. I'm sure they'll be fine, but that's hardly an expensive thing to do, is it? It only cost me 60. Yeah, there you go. Give them some education. Otherwise, get rid of these. Don't need to know about them. And no enemy cipher. That's fine. Low manpower. That's expected. We'll deal with that. And one other thing to deal with is Spain. I am planning a bomb rush into Italy. I should also plan a bomb rush into Spain, but I don't think I'm going to fall out on Italy. Spain might stagger out, especially since we're trying to cross the Pyrenees here. I'm going to put my eggs in the Spanish basket, because I have no collaboration government set up with them so far, and I've got plenty of spy agency for it. Spy agency? Intel? Something like that. So, collaboration government for the Spaniards. Where is that? Here it is. Prepare that. They're going to need their usual. I should have their usual. And let's just give them whoever. I wish you would tell me who is busy and who is not here. Anyway, Eva Bjork is getting pretty good at what she does, so you're going to be assigned to that. And otherwise, Dawn is supposedly not going to be at risk of being caught so often, so you get on that. Excellent. I think I'll still keep my intel on Rome. Yeah, that should be okay. How about this line? I want to pull this down a bit and maybe rejig this. I want to get my units, my spearhead in here as soon as possible, but I don't want to waste my time fighting in these horrible mountains. So let's see if we can't change this up a bit. I want to make sure that the offensive line is going straight for Rome. How's that look? A bit more agreeable, maybe even a lot more agreeable. So hopefully you guys can make your way down there and just immediately start plowing your way through. Please do. Meanwhile, the rest of you are just cleaning up what's left of this. It's going to take a bit for you guys to get into position. There might be a bit of push out from the remaining American forces here. But I really want you guys to be... Right, you got some weird divisional stuff there. Let's delete all your orders and tell you guys that your new front line is in Spain, and if you could please aggressively make your way down to Madrid. What a weird angle that is. Ugh, what a very strange line that is. Let's not do it like that. Let's just have it, let's just go bleh. Right, is that gonna bleh its way out? Well, it might. Guess on Barcelona quite quickly. Yeah, cross these horrible mountains as fast as you can. Starting to look like Napoleonic Sweden. Well, going the other way. Alright, I would like them to clean out some of this first, but Papa Stalin is here to help out too. So, let's pass a few days. Oh god, that's hideous. However, if we could just trim them off at Mulhouse, then this would be one hell of a pocket. I'm not sure I have what I need to do that though, because it's a crossing into a level 10 fort. Even just with that, I'm sure they'll be able to hold it. Right, but you guys need to mulch your way through here and then head on south. Oh yeah, Christ, these guys are long dead. Excellent. Tanks, get moving. I would probably like them to strategically redeploy down there, but then they'd lose out on a lot of their org. Not that they have much, but I think they can regain org as they move. Still, go and take that for me, ASAP. Now, about those resources. Tungsten. No, it was aluminium. France. Swedish France. Now, here's a weird thing. Maybe your subjects just give you a lot more, like 10 times more. So if I go up to 240 here and say give me all of that, France, they will of course oblige. Rubber's a little low, Soviet Union doesn't have much. Siam, I would like some rubber off of you. Tungsten, I guess Siam as well. Please give me all that tungsten. Apparently I need a lot of it. Bit of a shame that I can't get any off my subject, and it's a shame to help the enemy of my ally, but I need those goods. I certainly have the factories for it. Subject gives you lots more in trade, but they get freedom points on their subject interaction thing. Oh, I'm sure we have ways to keep the freedom points down in France. I mean, what do we have under... it's not occupied territories, it's subjects. 502, 500, da-da-da-da-da. I mean, you can just dump... you can just dump old-ass equipment onto subjects to keep them in line, can't you? Provisional government in Free France, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but I already have them, right? Yeah, they look pretty good. I'm sure it's fine. Right, you guys are strategically redeploying down there. For better or for worse. You guys don't need to go down there. Head down to the line, please. Although these guys are here. Maybe just get rid of what's left of them. This poor, horrific, pocketed unit here doesn't know what's going to hit it. There we go. This is entirely what's funding my war support economy. Come on, get stuck in, lads. Don't tell me you're low on supply. Alright, they are low on supply. Well, stick near this port, then you should be okay. How about you folks? Are you ready to... Well, there's nothing on the border. Push, push, push. Get stuck in there. Do it aggressively. Nobody there to stop you, so get stuck in. Oh, if I could rush down Madrid, that would be lovely. I don't think I have my collaboration government set to... Did I not tell this to prepare? Oh man, I keep forgetting to set it to prepare, don't I? Why do I keep doing that? I probably did that and then just didn't click prepare, huh? Seems about right. Anyway, get on it, although if we end up taking Madrid mega quickly, that's all for Connaught. Okay. As I said, I'd like to stop scraping the barrel because that comes with a lot of downsides. But I need a bit more French manpower before that becomes a real consideration. Come on, these guys gotta go. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. There's also the thought of you. You need to patrol or defend more of these areas. Because I don't want to be navally infiltrated. There we go. Take care of that. We're already pushing in, it seems. Who's that going to? Me or France? Well, I guess we'll know once we hold Piedmont. Come on, my tanks. You're not even the Cancer Tankwagen. You are my proper spearhead. Uh-oh, uh-oh, they're getting units here, guys. Start pushing on in. I told you to do so aggressively. Some of you going in more aggressively than others. This is good. They've got some forts on the border here, and I would rather not have to wait on that. Uh-oh, Papa Stalin's moving on in. Oh, damn. The one thing I wasn't counting on. Actual resistance from Italians. Well, some of them are Italian, some of them are the remnants of Free France. Crossing the Pyrenees with tanks. Yeah, it's something they'd never see coming. Okay. You guys did get your military police in, right? Yeah, surely. The tanks don't, and the Marines also don't. Gotta remember, a lot of you guys are Marines, and I don't think that's gonna help you so much crossing into Spain, but you never know. Well, I never know. Come on, once I have Genoa, I'll see if this is French or not. I find it so hard to tell. Like, how do you know if that's France or Sweden or some other blue country, like, I don't know, Iceland? Truly the Hannibal of the modern day. No, I don't have elephants. I do have tanks, though. Oh, crikey. France. Not having this, France. This is not happening this way. I want you to give me full control over Piedmont, please. Did Piedmont get selected? I don't even see Piedmont. No, this is give control. Ask for control of Piedmont. Oh, that's strange. You can't click on it when asking for control. Still, give me Piedmont. Poitou. You have control of Poitou? Why don't you just own Poitou? Heavens knows, but still, give me Piedmont. And that reminds me, hey, Soviet Onion, I would like some more garrison report. I know you give me 1,000,000 Russians to garrison with, but if I can ever get more, I should take more. Where's that under? Occupied territories. Yeah, look at that. 796,000 in reserve. Swedish France refused. How could my subject refuse to give me control? Huh. I think me and my subject need to have a few words about this. Oh, right. Speaking of things I need words about, what the heck is this? It's a lovely pocket, but we need some units in position to seal it off. I don't really have that right now. Also, I don't really want to have you guys spreading out so far. We're focusing on Rome here. Let Stalin fill this out for me. They believe you have occupied too much already. They're my subject. They shouldn't get a say in these matters. Okay. You guys are moving around as you should. I do not have much to pocket this with. But Papa Stalin has a lot of what's going on here. So maybe I could actually get a lot of you guys to just completely move your way around over to here. And then I can push in on this side rather than this side. Strategically redeploy is needed. Stalin can take care of the rest. And I might even actually want you to stretch your way down here just to keep it, since Stalin's taking his sweet time. Also, you do also need to hold Piedmont. Well, we have it in control. Maybe if the fact that it's contested is a problem. But yeah, I want Piedmont, and they say Swedish France does not control enough occupied territory to want to give any away. But they wouldn't give me anything. How dare they? I gotta say, these guys are doing God's work. Okay, perhaps then if I were to get full control of Piedmont, then they'd cough it up. Is that how it works? Looks pretty held by me. Oh, okay, now they'll give it up because they have Navarra. That's just getting stranger and stranger, but sure, give me Piedmont. It didn't even change color. My concern is that I need to be the one to capitulate Italy if I want to get the bonus from having them collaborated with. I don't know if it would count as Swedish France capitulating them or not. There we go. Good, good, good. Now it's in my color. Best not to risk it. Well, I'm eventually going to need to... Oh, crikey. These guys are getting murdered here. Right, there's actual resistance. Take you off of balanced. Take you onto balanced, rather. Stop killing yourselves here. Wouldn't mind taking whatever that place is, though. There we go, just all these He Who Dares wins. Gotta get that war support up. Strangely enough, I still need good war support to go down in this. Service by requirement would be a nice halfway house. Although honestly, just going right down to extensive conscription would be lovely. But I need to scrape the barrel of Italians first, then I'll consider moving it around. Oh, maybe get more of this. Maybe I won't even bring it down in level until we hold everything but the Balkans, because the Balkans is going to be a killing pit for us. Not in a good way either. Right, I'm not sure I can keep going with this. I probably need my killing... I probably need my spearhead over here. But the spearhead is busy reducing the Italians to dust. This is going better than I'd expected, and... well, even better than I'd hoped, actually. I thought that many of these units would redeploy over here to stop us, and maybe they did, but they did it too slowly. The spearhead is pounding its way in. Also, this is way too long a line. Right, focus down Rome. Leave the rest of this for the bottom feeders. Do you think you guys can seal off this pocket here? This is where the train line comes in, and it's only forest. Do you think you have a chance of beating these guys out? Because if I can snip these guys off, oh, what a win that would be. Ah, right, yes, the Soviets are helping me with supply. Thank you, Soviets. How goes Stalin's attempt to stop anime? Well, Stalin is going to be eaten alive here by Japan, but the thing is, it's going to be a difficult one to chew. Look at the supply here. When Japan gets that supply, they're going to enjoy very little of it. It's two main arteries that are completely overburdened to support these Soviets. I mean, they got nothing over here. Japan just keeps going and finding nothing to eat in this horrible tundra. So I think Papa Stalin's going to hold on plenty long enough for me to finish European operations, at least decisively. And then I might even just leave him to his own devices for a while, because I want to focus down Northern Africa. First, I thought I'd have to send a lot of units here, and I think back when I used to play HoI, that was the case. You would send units around here. I don't remember there being impassable terrain, which leads me to question what determines who owns these provinces, because they still have manpower. Certainly no infrastructure, but manpower to be pressed out. So maybe it's who has all the border areas? I don't know. But still, I think those French that I'm pressing in are going to be used to push down into here. Are Portugal in the war? Portugal are going to find themselves in the war once I've eliminated Spain, because I don't know where they get off holding 300 units of tungsten, but that's 300 units of my tungsten. I have a feeling this line is going to stall, so I'm going to stop that plan. They're getting destroyed and I don't have replacement tanks for them. Oh, bye-bye war support. Yeah, speaking of tungsten... Wait, did CM just seal off my imports? Argentina. I need that tungsten for my super mega tanks, please. Yeah, okay, I need to start thinking about how to take out Portugal. If I were to justify a war goal to conquer you, it would take 125 days. I'm not sure I will be in a position to take them on in that time, but maybe after the Italians go, and the Italians are certainly going, then that'll be the next consideration. Come on, my glorious tanks. Onwards to Rome. Bring them down. I think I might be stretching this this white group a little thin here. Did we manage to grab that? Oh yeah, we did. Sweet. Unless those guys are moving on in there. And if they are, somebody please stop them. That should be quite excellent. These guys now do not have supply coming in by that railway. So these guys should just starve to death, and that's a pretty hefty pocket to snip off. All we need to do is take this province as well, and we're good as gold. Just wish I had a few more units to help out with that. Speaking of helping out, I don't want to be navally invaded around here either, so let's just expand you out. This might be too big. I need to rein this in. I mean, they can strategically redeploy units as they need for it, but I'm not sure they can get this done in a timely manner. Good lord. You know how many jokes there are about the Italian military? Only about 4 or 5, the rest of them are all true. Okay. Something I need to research, and I didn't realize I needed to, but I need a strategic bomber. Wait, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I could just license the production of that. Just had that thought. So I was poking around at the game, trying to apply what I've learnt, and one thing was nukes. You need a specific strategic bomber to deploy them. But I just had a thought. Maybe I could actually just ask for license production of it. Do you know of any strategic bombers, Uncle Stalin? He knows a million different fighters. Tactical bomber... Strategic bomber. Yeah. Do you only have level 1? I mean, level 1's all I need. The 8, the 8A1, the 8B, B, BM, C1, C2, CM, D, D2, DM. Alright, I'm going to license the production of this. And I'll just make a few of them, and then that'll be that. Okay, so forget doing that. Which leaves me a little bit more stuck in what in the world I need to produce now. I got rocket arty, and I don't even know why. Let's help out with these torpedoes if I ever want to use them at some point. Excuse me. I will say the Italian military was pretty capable. They were hamstrung by garbage industry and even worse generals, says Thomas. I don't doubt it, but the end result is what history will remember. Okay, now that I've got that, I should put something... Oh my goodness, 321 factories and they're all working for me? Although then again, my tactical bombers are consistently struggling here. Right, I don't need many of them. I just need a handful of strategic bombers to deploy my payloads. So I'm going to stick you on 5, put you over here, get you the artillery stuff. 9 a year? How long does it take to make a bleeding strategic bomber? Well, whatever. Make me a few bombers. Maybe as this grows, they'll make me slightly more. There you go. 4 or so a month. Ah, I'm also out of rubber. Siam, my good friend. Give me the rubber I need, please. That tungsten continues to burn me like nobody's business, but that's okay. How is construction going? Military factories, infrastructure, some defense... Oh yeah, defense on the areas that I need to keep defended along here. I might help my subject Japan and build up some... Oh god, now this is hard to tell where it's all at. Looks like they've already got a lot of defenses set up for these, which is good. Nice needs a little bit. Genoa, La Spezia. And these should also have 1 level of land fort. Just that 15% bonus for the naval invasions, and there are going to be naval invasions. There are never not naval invasions when Britain and America are on the rampage. So hopefully that'll keep them at bay. We're still playing in 1949. I don't know if that's normal or not, but it's been a long campaign and it's not showing any signs of slowing. Speaking of slowing, what the heck are you guys taking your time on? Get freaking moving! Oh man, this is actually pretty bad here. This line did not go as successfully as I had hoped. Well, hopefully the units just get into position and hold this freaking line. Yeah, at least hold that side of the river. I'll need my spearhead to punch through here. By the way, how's it going in collaborative government stuff? You do not have the support equipment. Are you telling me that I'm not making enough support equipment? Oh, that's exactly what you're telling me. I suppose I could spare a few of my enhanced jet fighter productions for filling up everything else. Because getting that support equipment done is pretty important. Hopefully I have some of those enhanced fighters. Overmaking them is never a problem, because I can always find a way to deploy them, and they are the best jet fighters I'll ever have. Look at that, 200 going spare. And someday I hope to have decent CAS as well, but a man can dream. Come on, Rome is within spitting distance. Stop taking your time. Oh, crikey, 7 of the divisions are being wasted over there. No, no, and more no. You are all meant to be on this. Look at that, there's nothing to stop you. In fact, why stop at Rome? We move lots all the way down. God, this is actually making me want to play Caesar 3. What a situation. So many good games out there, so little time. How are you guys on your area defense? That might be a bit extreme, but I do want you all over here. Oh, how's that pocket going? They appear to all be starving. Good. Stalin is not amazing at offensive pushes. Okay, no, that's a suicide attack. He's not amazing at it, but we will do it if the advantage is overwhelming, and some of this is overwhelming. And I'm just going to be happy to get Stalin out of Europe, because he loves to eat all my delicious supply. Are you making more refineries? More fighters will do no good if you can't deploy them. My fuel situation's fine. I don't think I am making more. I'm busy working on the last few military factories. And is it a bad idea to make refineries in your subjects? Because they'll get the oil, right? And then I would have to request the oil, which would give them liberty desire. Still, I don't have many places for synthetic refineries. I got one here at least. And hey, I'll have all this Italian land to be putting my refineries in as well, won't I? Yeah. Alright, come on, what are these Italian bums doing? Not dying fast enough, that's the problem. Now, am I able to scrape the barrel from any of these folks? Doesn't look like there's a lot of recruitable population to be grabbing out of them. Oh wow, they are crumbling. Yeah, I noticed the Americans arriving, but that's alright. If we just keep pushing them, they'll never be able to make much of their situation. Oh wow, yeah, they're getting overrun like nobody's business. Oh! Naval combat, but no, there was also an Alpine region of course there's a naval invasion. This time by the Italians. I don't think they're going to manage particularly well with that, but it does make me feel good for having reinforced this. And it needs to be further reinforced. I think I grabbed the wrong people for that. You there. Area defense. Continue on here and here. And you know what? We're going to need you down here pretty soon as well. I need more defense divisions like this. How are we doing on this? Still short on support equipment. Rather a lot of it. 8 a day is not cutting the mustard here. I need a lot more support equipment coming in. Ah, but I bet the Italians have support equipment that they'll be willing to donate to me. Yeah, why wouldn't they? Apparently you have a plan. I'm not really sure what that plan would be. I'm going to have you taken off of here. I'm going to reduce your front line considerably. And your goal will be to push from the other end here. Actually, I will just get rid of everything you have in case you had some other design. Get over here and push your way along to Venice in case that's needed to get the Italians out of the war. Don't forget to guard the Adriatic coast of Italy. Yeah, it's possible these guys can come in an invasion here, isn't it? Just these guys are being stretched real thin now. He needs 37 for everything he has, so he wouldn't be able to even get 2 on everywhere. I think I will rejig this, especially when I have more more people that I can assign on defensive orders. This one also might be overly defended, but I do have a bit of fear of this stuff being invaded. It certainly was before. Fortunately, the Soviets are managing to guard the Greek border after their terrifying loss that they had there before. Does Vanilla have a strait between Albania and Italy? Nope. What a bizarre place to put a strait. I mean, if you're going to put a strait there, you might as well put a strait between Dover and Calais. What is that, some kind of Kaiserreich thing? This is murder on the Italians. Murder, I say. Although it would probably be a smarter thing to try and pocket these guys, because they just keep retreating. Go and try and cut them off like that, will you? What now? Western French naval invasion? You might not be enough on your own to hold off against that. So I'm going to take these poor buggers on. There's nothing left of them. Well, they can just sit and starve there, but I can't take them out with this broken unit. Looking forward to taking units off the front here. There's just way too many of them sitting around for no good reason. Was that an overrun? Because I think there were a lot more divisions there before. Although I thought you got like a pop-up thing saying overran. How you feeling, Italy? You want to get out of here yet? Oh my, they're more holdy-outy than I had thought. The invasion in southern France was successful. Oh, crikey. Ah, no it wasn't. They didn't land on the port areas. Although I do not like the fact that you are going offensive there. You should not. You guys can take them on, because they are well out of supply. And you should be eliminating them. My garrison forces are stretched way too thin. I need to divide it up, but I need a lot more garrison forces as well. I also need more general. Oh yeah, crikey, I'm capped on this. I need to just hire more generals. There you go. Get more of them in. Don't think I need the CP for that much. Rush Sicily. Your tanks can swim on through. Yeah, let's see. Messina's worth 10. Palermo's worth 20. Absolutely. Yeah. Keep them rushing. I'm surprised they're so good on Org right now, but good they are. Yeah, that was not a successful naval invasion. By what's left of the Italians. How much do you need Italy to fail? They need to be at 29% or less, and they're at 45. Which is surprising, given how much I have. Venice is worth 10. Oh, Milano is there. Take Milano. Milano is worth, how much? I don't think it's going to let me see there, but it's bound to be worth something. You guys, stop doing that. Just make your way all the way down here, please. And you continue to stretch yourself thinner. I will need the tip of the boot of Italy taken as well. I always thought Saudi Arabia looked more like a boot than Italy, but it's what they teach you in school, right? Italy's that country that looks like a boot, and I'm just looking at it thinking that looks nothing like a boot. Oh my. This is not so much the Gulf of weak, starving veterans. They are holding there. Oh, who just comes sailing on in? Right. They gotta go. Wipe them out. These guys can handle the rest. With an offense over to Palermo. 12 divisions on it. Just keep that active, although you guys still need to go and finish this off first, please. Oh boy, they want to stick in everyone they can there. They just sailed right on over. Come on, Milano. Down you go, please. I've got an Italy to fold here. That doesn't look like you're doing your Milano offensive here. Not Milano, Palermo. He who dares wins. He who capitulates Italy wins. How's that collaboration looking? Nice, very nice. Okay, so I'll get 30% compliance in Italy and hopefully at least 30% on Spain. It's possible that I could do the same for Spain that I did for France, just push a certain way and try to big them up, because think of all the unpressed Spanish manpower that there is out there. Oh man, it's like a ripe orange that has not been squeezed at all. Yeah, I could hold out on them. I wouldn't hold out on Lisbon though, I need that tungsten. God, I'm massively short on tungsten. It's really hurting my fighter production, no doubt. Really think I might scale back on my fighter production for a little bit, just to get everything else fleshed out, especially that support equipment. I'm going to need a lot more of it, because there are many more divisions I want to squeeze out of the French. So I might actually bring you up quite a bit, and drop down that production a fair whack. There we go. Oh, those poor tactical bombers can barely make them. Need to manually move to Sicily. They don't seem to want to... No, they're working on it. They are working on it just fine. Hey, there we go. Made it across, no problemo. And as long as all of you are on this, then we're good. You seem to not want to move anymore though, so... just go straight over there, Palermo. Milano's not going to last much longer. And that should be Italy down... oh, that is Italy down and out. Should be Italy down and out. Maybe give it another day. Oh, especially with Palermo falling. You love to see it. Bye-bye, Italy. Thank you for 4,000 support equipment. And, yeah, all of that. 31,000 Carsano M38. Weapon 1s. I think I'll just give some of that to Papa Stalin. Well, that was pretty wonderful and a lot smoother than I'd expected. Thank you, Italy, for giving up. Surrendering so readily. Yeah, these guys are stretched super, super thin. I need to split it up a bit. Have something like Northern Europe and Southern Europe garrison. The variant stuff is great. The UI for it is bloody awful, though. How's the weapons situation for you, Papa Stalin? Do you have guns? The ordering on this is also horrible. He has a bunch of guns, so I'm sure if he was out of guns, these would all be saying 0. Oh yeah, look at that, he's got thousands of these. Maybe he got some of what Italy capitulated over. Starting to tell me that maybe, just maybe, I produce a few too many infantry equipments. I could drop that down a bit, but I always feel like it's good to have lots of those. Alright, sweet. And there's that 30% compliance I work towards, and they're not very uppity. Resistance is really low. Why would resistance be so low amongst the Italians? Do they just have some national spirit of just give up, man? Accept the winner. Join winner at last minute. I mean, they're even more docile than the Germans. And I've held the Germans for about a decade. The resistance hasn't built up yet. Nah, I think they're fine. They just want to be part of me. That compliance is good, though. Think about how long I had to hold Berlin to get this compliance. It's the second time they've been crushed in 3 years. Oh, Italians. It's funny because it's true. Okay, what are my spies up to? I've got, what, 4 of them over there? Oh, I guess 2 of you are ready to do this when this is done. I can't help but feel that, well, maybe I should be ready to set up another provisional government. Potentially in the UK. When I get the UK, I'd love to... Yeah, when I get them. I will eventually get them, I'm sure. Raven, you go over and suss out London for a bit for us, will you? Pretty please. And somebody else should. Is it going to be you? I think it's going to be you. It'd be really handy if I could see what missions people are assigned on here. Again, great systems in HoI. UI is often the stumbling block here. Yeah, you'll set up a spy network in the UK, and then I'll start working on that as well. Holding the Suez and Gibraltar would cut down Allied supply in the Med a lot. Yes, so my plan for these Frenchies, once they're ready to go, and many of them are, some of them still lacking a touch of support equipment, but the Italians will help out with that, no doubt. No doubt? No doubt. Oh my goodness, thank you, Italians. No idea whose support equipment is whose, but Italian support equipment will be used on the French, and the French will be told to take care of this. My spearheads... I don't think I'll send my spearheads into Spain. I think I'll send my spearhead into Africa and take Northern Africa for now. Then again, maybe I should polish up this part here as well. Oh, this is a mess. This is a hot mess. Don't let them out. Take care of this before the, well, until the garrison units arrive. And my subject is still on volunteer only, but they have a lot of spare units for it, so I'm thinking close this up for a bit, and I need to make a new design for Swedish France, which I guess would be this crummy one. What do I use on my... what do I use on my own garrison units? Also, which one's garrison? Here's coastal defense. Wow, I don't even give them artillery. I just give them infantry. That's a bit sad. I think that dates back to the day when I had barely any artillery to give them, but maybe that's for the better. I mean, they get support anti-air and support artillery. It's mostly they just dig in. I suppose I could use this. So anyway, it's 5 and a couple of support things. That seems fine enough. So I'll grab Swedish France. I will copy over this, and then I will edit you. So it's 5 of you. Yes, you need the engineers, but also give you support artillery and support anti-air. And I shall call this French coastal defense. What kind of insignia should I give you? I should give a new coastal defense icon, shouldn't I? What would defend an ocean? Sharks defend oceans. There you go. French coastal defense. Make them normal. Save that. I should also change the look of my own coastal defense guys. Maybe they shouldn't be on the lower end of the equipment, though. They're at least... well, if they fall, it's just a bad thing in general, isn't it? Yeah, no, I won't have them set on the bottom rung. There you go. So how many French coastal defenders can I get? Honestly, I'd like as many as I can get, until their manpower is all drained away, really. There we go, now we start having problems of manpower. There we go. The French should eventually pass a law to help out with that. Garrisons should be high priority, losing compliance is disastrous. These garrisons are not used for... these are coastal garrison. Garrison for resistance is something entirely different. Anyway, this looks like all the French manpower I can press out of them. Oh yeah, there we go, down to 0. It's alright, they'll get sorted out. Even if occasionally the allies make some kind of press like this, they're going to find themselves out of supply real fast, so not a problem. Did he change his template already? Which template? Yes, I mean priority thing at the top, not the units. Don't know what you mean. Unless you are talking about these guys. In which case my horse super garrison seem to be doing fine. Not happy about all this resistance though. Your existing coastal defenders to French ones. Oh right, no, I'm not changing them out, but I will be adding adding more French ones. I don't want to switch these ones out. Just want to make more. Ooh, wow, we really are squeezing the... We really are squeezing those Italians for what they're worth. I'm really tempted to bring down my law, even down to extensive conscription. I don't think I'd lose this manpower, right? This manpower's already been squeezed out, so if I set my recruitment law lower, I won't lose them. I'll just stop gaining some, right? So... but I would also like to squeeze out the Africans. In the recruitment screen, there's a priority setting for the garrisons, which are the ones that suppress occupied territories. That setting is high. Ah, that's what you mean. Up here. Yeah. God knows what they're missing, but sure, I can set them to high. Because you're right, having them low on their goods is disastrous. Seems Italy did not survive my lifting session yet. Sucks to be the Italians. Right, there we go. Figured they would try something and attack us here. Until the defences arrive, could the tanks just hold the docks here for a bit? You just hold there. How's supply? Passable. Not passable enough though. Go over to... Oh, I see you there. I see you. The crippled are already in France. It's not like they can just walk home, Jake. Surely just keep them. What? Oh god, look at how many of these guys are deploying down the line. This is what happens when you've got too messy or far too long what is it called again? Area defense. It's way too spread out. And it'll take a while for those French to be ready for me. Rush the Venice area whilst it's messed up. Yeah, that was kind of your plan. You could be getting on that. And if you could attack from the other end... Why do you have two different plans here? Well, it doesn't matter. Just do what you can, see if any of it works. Because I would love to just squeeze this out entirely. Wow, the Mansion Online becoming the Mansion On Death Trap. Spearhead wishes it was there to help. And my Spearhead can be there to help out. At the very least, let's get over and deal with these, well, box in the Balkans. That Garrison General, you're second best. What is he? He's level 5? I haven't really looked at my generals in a long time. Can I sort them by total skill? There we go. 7, 7, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, all seems okay. There's all this though. That's just advisor stuff. Ooh, right. The field marshal should have something. I think Logistics Wizard would be the best, but for now I suppose Orgloss when moving would be the best thing on you. Or maybe Maximum Entrenchment, and I can have you in charge of all of my garrison divisions. Hey, that sounds pretty good actually. Yeah, good use for you overall. Sweet. A brilliant idea, dare I say. And you should be attached to him so that you get that entrenchment bonus. Although it looks like 30% multiplicative, as is often the case. How's the Japan whoopsie Papa Stalin caused? Might not have been as big a whoopsie as it seems. The Japanese are now focused on this horrible front that they're going to have an awful time dealing with. And would you look at this? Like, Afghanistan's actually pushing into... well, I'm not sure if that's into them or just getting their own land back. But regardless, it's looking alright on the Indian front. God, I'm glad it's Papa Stalin bleeding over here instead of me. Come on guys, get into position. Oh, we've already crossed over the river. Oh boy, that's bad news for you folks. Alright, you guys go and help out with that as much as you can. Come on, why hesitate? Get rolling right on in. I know crossing rivers is a pain, but let's just seal this off so that Central Europe is fine. Also, thanks for all these factories. Don't even know where to be spending them right now. I've got plenty of my modern tanks. Still making some mechanized. Maybe I could make a bit more mechanized, so that I can make more of these spearheads. Trucks are looking good. Always needing more support equipment for some reason. Well, you know what? I really cut back on my artillery production. Maybe I shouldn't. Keep the artillery and the anti-air up. Never know when you need that stuff. Can we send PP for war support? We certainly can. You don't get a lot out of it though, but let's do the Basque County. They've always been our foe. They've never not been our foe. Let's not dismantle that line. I can't see a good reason to do so. Certainly disbanding the Americans within it. Sure, this situation's really going to your benefit. These guys are getting enough Swedish supply, Swiss supply, sadly. That's right, even living in Sweden, I mix up Switzerland and Sweden. That's just how it goes. You know, this gives us a lovely new area to punch into here with. And I can't believe it, Papa Stalin has actually managed to punch through here without my help. Maybe there were more Italians here than I thought, or maybe the... doesn't look like the supply situation's worked out much better, but still, looks good. Looks real good. 50% of the threshold for real bad events you get. Yeah, but I've been getting nuked to Kingdom Come. Have we got enough aces? Actually, we might be struggling to get more aces at this rate. Have I got more wings that I can deploy here to help out? Anything that I've got loads of. I've got still got a bunch more jet fighters, so I can click over about 100 of you, and then do that, and then do that. Tell them to follow the one unit that matters, which is our very good spearhead. Manurven. What in the world are they saying? I just do not understand Swedish. Maybe we shouldn't give up the offensive. Maybe we should be punching all the way down here. Riddle me that. I think it's a good idea. Although I don't think this long line is good. Just keep it tight, keep it cohesive, and punch through. If we can completely seal off this area, then I only have one horrible front here, and I can handle one horrible front. Especially since I'm waiting on this anyway. I think what I will end up doing is... once this is done, bring the spearhead around and punch through Portugal, and then the French should be ready and relatively trained up to be deployed on our new African front. Might even swing down through the south of Portugal. And then... this isn't a crossing, is it? No, it's not. Not that it would be that hard to swing across there, I'm sure. You should be using that spearhead offensive instead of just normal plan with your spearhead unit. You should be using spearhead offense instead of normal plan. I don't really understand how to use this spearhead. Aggressively take all the provinces as they were when the order was first painted without adjusting to changes. You know, I do not understand it. There must be a way to use it, but it doesn't, Right, so what would that entail then? Not gonna understand if I don't try it after all. So isn't it just the same, but they're just more aggressive? I don't know. Oh, whatever. Do it and see what happens. Can you guys punch through a bit here? Seems awfully stale-matey here. Do not try to maintain the front on all sides. What? Oh, they don't try to maintain the front. Well, that means they'd be liable to be squeezed out, surely. That's okay, though. That's what I have the White Division here for. Whoa, why is someone coming from over here? Don't bother with this line. That's not worth your time. Neither is that. There we go. Just break on through. Hurt these people. Hurt them bad. Oh, right. That's a great one to take, since it's one of their supply depots, and that's going to cut off a whole lot of very unhappy people. Punch it, punch it, punch it. Hey! Okay, these guys are now without a hope or a prayer. And good, it's going over to the Soviets. I want the Soviets to actually have to garrison something themselves for a change. Speaking of which, Papa Stalin, I could do with a bit more garrison support if you wouldn't be opposed to it. You're only giving me 1,000,000 men. There we go, another 120-odd thousand for it. The AI is very generous with that. The only mod I'm running here, Ace, is the player-led peace conferences. I will never again trust the AI with a peace conference. Although, there is one other mod I am using. Don't know how much consequence it is. But I have added some color coding onto the stuff here. I still don't know what the color code is, but at least I can immediately see that red is different from green. So red, I assume, are the fighters, because I got loads of those. Because I kept finding it really hard to tell my planes from each other. Does White even have a plan now? Not that it matters that much, but still. Liberated workers increases damage taken from resistance. Yeah, but I squeeze a lot more out of the lands that I take. Seems worth it. Supply situation isn't that bad here, probably because I'm able to bring a lot over from the Italian line. Switzerland melts, good, very good. Are you walking into this fight? Please reconsider your options. There we go, ace pilots single-handedly keeping this up. Right. Service by requirement requires 60% war support. I think when I get to 60 I will do that. It's going to be a shame not to squeeze out all the manpower I can, but I really think the French, when they start getting better recruitment laws, will be filling in a lot of my manpower for me, because heavens knows I can't. Make sure the ports are in good condition in the Yugoslav nation. Bump their repairs up in the queue if they're damaged. I'm not even sure the front's going to last that long. Yeah, there you go, that's only level 1 there, isn't it? Also, you might be going a little too fast for us. Oh god, these fronts are all sorts of messed up. Don't bother with that, don't bother with that. Everybody should be on this. Help out those tanks, don't let them get encircled. Let them push through. Oh my goodness, Yugoslavia is almost dead, and with that, it's just Greece. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Just France crumbling allowed all of this. Don't allow them to hold Milano. That will give them some supply. Actually, Berne is giving them some supply as well. I think you might have gone a little too far, but you did exactly what I told you to do, so I won't hold it against you. Where even are these guys? Oh god, some of my tanks are back here. Get away from that. You're all meant to be assigned to... Oh god, the line is all sorts of messed up. Well, they'll be considerably less messed up once these are all gone. You take Dubrovnik. And let's see... Ooh, free dockyards. I think that means more mine layers. Which I will someday start using. Floating harbors! Maybe I should make some of those. Might be handy. God knows if and when I'll need those, but having some supply come in for naval assault with that seems like it might be very useful. Ever thought about making EU4 more multiplayer friendly? I don't work on EU4. Alright, well this looks pretty awesome. That's all gone, and soon, very soon, you two will be gone, Belgrade. In fact, taking Belgrade should be the end of you, so next job for you folks, stop what you're doing there. You took Dubrovnik as well, which is great. Also, I don't need to pay Papa Stalin for that mechanized anymore. I can make my own. Question is, can I tool up the mechanized? Because I think I can. I made this Swedish spin on Stalin's baby. What I can do is I can go to my own mechanized here, and I can make them much better armored. I certainly want reliability, right? And bring down production cost. That should be fine, right? Halve their production cost. They don't need much speed. Because my medium tanks are only about 11 kilometers per hour. That seems pretty good. Pretty expensive though, but what do we call this? The Ultra Mech. Armor is not their main contribution, it's hardness. Make them cheap. Huh. Cheap and reliable. That is a good reduction in production cost though. I'm not sure if I need 100% reliability because I already get a bonus from it. Reliability has no effect above 100 and my maintenance already makes it more than that, so... Maybe I will drop down. Actually, I quite liked having that full-on armor. I mean, that is still a reasonable addition to it, so I'm still going to do this and call it the Ultramech. And we will be making Ultramech. And now I can cancel that thing from Stalin. Manage license production. Show active ones. Wait a minute. Ah, here we go. I don't need that anymore, so bye-bye, and I don't need your interwar car either. I'm gonna save so much here. Gonna keep this, of course. Did that actually go through then? Yeah, I'm no longer showing the Swedish spin on Papa Stalin's whatever. Right, get rid of your plans here. We've got a new plan, and that plan is to smash Belgrade. Belgrade, Belgrade, I won't claim to know. Point is that it is going down. Beograd. Ah. I'm sure it's of no real relevance. Didn't I say I wanted to make myself some more of my spearheads, though? Harder spearhead, how many of these can I get? 4. Oh, we go that far and we're already low on modern tank chassis. But that's okay. That'll get me a good clue of how many more I need to get what I'm after. And I somewhat suspect these guys took a few tank losses on their invasion into Italy and beyond. As Serbian can confirm, Belgrade is amazing. I hear you, Bear Squads. I'd like to go and see it someday. And perhaps I will. I'm planning on doing my Eastern European pilgrimage soon enough. God, I might not even be needed this much here. Get on it, folks. Ravage. Ravage the Balkans. I mean, they're not going to notice a difference once we're done with them. Yep, all things considered, maybe I... Oh my goodness, I don't step 3 feet in here and already there's no supply. Why is there nothing good to eat? Come on, Greater Serbia, you can do this for us. It's ridiculous that the entire war support economy is based on how the planes do. That should be you. That should be you. Down and out. Excellent. Bye-bye, Yugoslavia. Give me time to consider what to do with all my fresh new dockyards. Again, it's probably making more mine layer things. Don't know where you get this alert when you have broken factories. Doesn't seem particularly useful, but there you go. And now I don't make convoys, but that's okay. Maybe convoys should be above you. Because I will want actual convoys at some point. What else are we going to work on, though? I mean, I could work on armoured cars. They would make my garrisons last a bit longer, and there are a lot of garrisons, right? I get a lot of manpower for it, though. Doesn't seem worth our time. You should naval invade all the islands in the Med. It's where most of the Allied planes hide out. Yeah, but if they hide out there, I could also just nuke them to destroy all their planes. Keep them as honeypots. Yeah, I might someday want some real rocket artillery going. Anything on the planes? I might eventually want half-decent strat bombers, so maybe I should work on that. And wow, they actually knew how to make military equipment in the Balkans. I'll put that to use. God, I am low on tungsten. I need Portugal gone. Yeah, Portugal's going to go before Africa does. Need that tungsten. Sorry, Portugal, it's not you. It's your goods. I want them. I gotta put more in tactical bombers. I do want to get tactically bombing at some point. Oh, I could work on finishing off Greece before I go over there as well. It's consideration. Unassigned divisions. What? What? France, stop giving me divisions. I don't particularly want them right now. What are you even making me? I can't tell them to be anything else either. I could immediately disband them though to get manpower back into France. Yeah, since what I need out of France is their manpower, that might be the best idea. Did you close your economy? I absolutely closed my economy. Closed economy, total mobilization, which I am tempted to bring down to war economy, because that'll spare me some recruitable population. Turns it means I lose a fair few more factories though, but the population might be worth it, especially whilst I'm on scraping that barrel. I don't know. Sadly, if you disband a subject's units, it just transfers control back to the subject. Doesn't give them... Ah, oh, damn. Yeah, still at war with the rest of the godforsaken world. I'm wondering if 10% consumer goods is worth 3% recruitable manpower. Do you lose the women in the workforce if you take that? I don't know. There was nothing indicating that that might happen. Oh, improving worker conditions. That'll improve stability for a while. Certainly worth it in my opinion. Stability has been a bit iffy, and stability hurts the amount that these people like to rage against me. They're not ragey just yet, but I'm sure they will be. Oh, it's starting to build up here in the Italian lands. God, the Australians hate me. The Austrians, rather, hate me. Is Austria more of a Soviet kind of place? They have Vienna. I think I'll give them... I think I'd rather give the Soviets this land. Look, you have Vienna. You can look after this garbage for me. Give control of state. Here you go, and here you go. As long as you have the manpower to spare, total mobilization is better. It looks better. Maybe I should actually just give you the Balkans overall. I don't care about the Balkans. Do they have resources for me? That's not resources. Well, that is the Balkan resource. Anger. Oh my, they have got a lot of aluminium, but I punch aluminium out of France, so... As far as I see it, this should all be Soviet Union land. No point in me looking after all this raging location here. So, give control of... This. Yeah, I don't want any of this, Papa Stalin. You look after this junkyard. Much better. I guess you don't ever plan on fighting Soviets if you're willing to part with all the ball. Why would I fight with the Soviets? We've been through this together since 1938. 11 years of fighting Norway. I have no intention of backstabbing Papa Stalin. Poor Papa Stalin got backstabbed on the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. I'm not going to add to his woes. And I'm sure he's gotten over his whole cult of personality and purgy ways. Jings has had all the time in the world to get over this. There we go, Yugoslav is out of here. They didn't have much to offer. Don't know how that's particularly great news. I would really like the Swiss to be gone, though. Don't know why we're having such trouble with them. Guys, can you just... Look, there's nothing left of them there. Just eradicate them. Encircled, out of supply, out of luck altogether. Right, let's put an end to this facade. We march down, we capitulate Greece, we capitulate Albania. That... Oh no, we'll need to make it down to Athens, won't we? To get the Greeks out of here. Everybody's on this. Get over there and get it done. When did GB capitulate? Never. They're not on the capitulations list. Many of them are not. However, when it comes to majors, there's just UK, Canada, and US. What's this hand here? Oh, my collaboration, of course. I feel like winning a victory over the capitalist swine has only made Daddy Stalin's ego even bigger. I don't know, maybe losing his country to the Germans might have hurt him, and about to... Well, no, his ego must be what caused him to attack Japan in the first place. Still, he'll have a lot more units free once these lines are freed up. Man, what an unfortunate death for you guys. How's that war contribution looking? Oh, get down and lick my boots, Daddy Stalin. I think you'll find that I've contributed 53% towards this war. Wait, does that even add up? Less questions asked, the better. Fewer. It's probably looking at Japanese contribution against allies, but didn't the Japanese have a guerrillian contribution towards that? Oh, good to see the supply situation improving now that the Yugoslavs are no longer in charge. Okay, I really want to bring things down. Service by requirement is probably the most reasonable thing here. Because it stops... I mean, it's going to take away a lot of the penalties we have on things. Let's hope this doesn't shaft my manpower. There we go. If it does, I might have to switch back faster than I thought. Again, I kind of wanted to scrape the barrel for all the other units. Okay, it's staying up there at 250,000, that's good. I would have lost some factories when I gave up Yugoslavian territory, right? Mostly dockyards, that's okay. I'm sure I'll have jet-tack bombers someday. What are we building right now, by the way? Still working on those military factories. That's taking longer than I'd imagined. Although my scraping the barrel really ate into that. Does it remove spent manpower first? I don't know how it works with the manpower. I'll have to read up on it someday. Oh, good job. Wait, that isn't even Stalin. That's my unit. That's my garrison unit doing very not garrison work. Probably because I've assigned them to not garrison work. There we go. You don't need to bother with that, sunshine. Maybe I should help Papa Stalin hold this. Could be a naval invasion over here. Ah, but Papa Stalin tends to garrison his own land, right? Oh, right. I've still got Zara. And my white units here have nothing better to do. Both white and pink have little better to do. Pink, go and help out with this. I would like you to take out the Swiss. Oh, I've got one of those railway guns taking a boat. I like the railway guns. It's like they have a mind of their own. Okay, what will the white divisions do? I don't really have many fronts needed right now, but I could have them help out with this offensive, which is bound to be... Oh god, supply's an issue here. I mean, you do have lines coming in there, but you're just hungry, hungry hippos, aren't you? Your spearhead lacks a railgun. They had a railgun. Maybe it got destroyed. Maybe I should continue making railguns, since we do like having those. Railway gun. Just yet another thing to push my jet-tac bombers down. I'd like, I don't know, 5 of them. Apparently you're struggling to get any factories for it, so there you go. However, there's no way you guys need one. I'm sure you guys like having one. You guys certainly need one. And take you and assign them over to you. Yeah, they must have lost their gun, God knows where or how. Might have one lying around Luxembourg, you forgot, like 8 years ago. How in the world are you still there? Oh well, you can have your gun back. At least the planes are assigned to you. Oh man, what a difference it makes actually having port supply over here. Here, Papa Stalin, you can have yet more of this. Can I give you this as well? No, I guess not. But there you go. I don't want or need this. That is your problem now, Stalin. I think that's nice. I mean, Austria has always been considered Eastern Europe, and everything Eastern European is to be Stalin's. Might even give him like Venice and that. Move out the borders eventually. Import tungsten from the Soviet Union. I'm going to import my tungsten from the Portuguese soon. Speaking of which, we need to justify a war goal. Conquest of... Now there's no real point in doing multiple, right? It just makes it take longer. Is there any good reason to justify war goals for more places? Somebody, I think, gave me a good reason for it, but it's lost on me. Hopefully mainland Portugal is enough to grab their tungsten, though. Do the characters die after a while? Wouldn't claim to know. Also, man, don't bother with these. It's hard to take Swedes seriously when they speak like that. Franklin D. Roosevelt dies. Aw, poor guy. But hey, ashes to ashes. There we go. Albania doing what it does best. Giving up. And let's see if the Greeks will follow suit. Oh man, feels good to finally get rid of this abomination to Europe. It's taken a while. You think your odds are good at taking out the Swiss? Swiss should have never joined this war. Never should have come here. Okay, I need more synthetic refineries. Again, I'm not sure if building them in France is a good idea. Might get more out of building them in... Oh, right. Maximum level already reached and no more slots available. Maybe France should be the one to get this oil then. Alright, well here you go, France. Building buildings in France should actually help me out, right? The voice lines are very cringe. Yeah, but I like them. They add something to it. Did the game even have voice lines when it came out? I'm trying to remember. Why do you guys not want to join in this fight? Well, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to be invading Switzerland either. No air support either. France, have you discovered what manpower is yet? No. That really blows. Releasing a fresh nation and they have absolutely no political power. Makes sense, but it still hurts gameplay-wise. Okay. I might someday want torpedoes. Let's make sure we got the best torpedoes around. And good, all this land is going to Papa Stalin and even Bulgaria. But I'm not sure Bulgaria is a particularly great nation to be giving this stuff to. Oh, look at that. Bulgaria's got manpower. Oh, but they won't give it to me. Who will? Surely someone around here has people to give me. Won't give garrison. Doesn't have enough manpower to give us. Aha, here we go. Who's this chap? Woshed Zielinski. I gave you all this land, although under Stalin's rule, the least you could do is cough up your 6,000 manpower. Okay, why not? Help me out here, buddy. I take every last person out of Breslau for that. As I should, and I deserve. Yo-ho! Nice, what a difference it is having actual supplies coming in. And you know, it's not like the Soviets aren't helping with the push. That's what I like too. And you guys are soon going to be cut off of your supply once I chip through this railway line. It all spills out of Athens, and soon there's going to be no Athens. Oh! France wants to give me a Nord. No thanks. I respectfully decline free France, not free France, Swedish France. Are the irradiated Romanians willing to contribute some manpower as well? No, they were. Wait, they are? I thought we already checked with you. Okay, oh sweet, I'd like some of those irradiated Romanians, please. Oh look, they've repaired a fair bit of Bucharest. Wow. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're going to be dead in 5 years from radiation poisoning anyway. Might as well contribute to the suppression and oppression of the Italians. They're getting uppity, aren't they? These guys bother me. How can I deal with all of this? There's all this as well. I'm a little bit tempted just to hand Poland over to the Soviets. I mean, it's the natural way things should be. They don't have any tungsten or other goods that I'd be after, but they do have a fair bit of manpower that I think I'm squeezing out here. Oh, nine whole people here. Stop clicking on that. I'm wondering if it would hurt me much to hand it over. I've built up all this compliance, but they still keep trying to wreck my stuff. And it looks a little hideous on the border too. Dunno. Ugh, it's the right thing to do. Papa Stalin has done a lot for me. Nuke them, that ends the cult. Not sure if nuking them is quite what I'm in for around here. Puppet them? I can't puppet them. They haven't been taken into peace deal. This is just occupied land. But there we go, Stalin. This is me doing the right thing. Hope my manpower doesn't just tank there. Ah. That looks a lot better border-wise. Some people might disagree on the Austrian border, but we're free to disagree on that. I've never seen smoldering remains sabotage a factory. Oh, unlike 1920, there was no miracle at Vistula when the Soviet armies recently approached Warsaw. Polish resistance to the city has largely collapsed, and the Soviet flag can be raised over most of the government buildings. Are we witnessing the end of the Polish nation, or will their forces somehow manage to rebound and retake the capital? Most experts consider the scenario unlikely. The events in HoI 4 sometimes ring really false if you go off the beaten path. Nah, looks like we're still doing top dog of work around here. I really want to build up some anti-air around here. Hopefully my construction speeds will be vastly improved now that I'm no longer scraping the barrel. But there's a lot of other things I need to build up before we get there. A ton of other things. Jings. Do the AI just convert all of their civilian factories over to military after a certain point? Because look at this, there's one civvy factory in Rome. I do not like switching civvies over to mill. Costs civilian factories to remove your civilian factories. Also, that's a hot pocket. How many is that? 40 divisions stuck in there. And they're about to starve out. I don't even think they have a port. No, they are very, very dead. Of course, so am I if I don't assist there. You think you could continue on to Athens? Probably not. Not unless that supply starts coming through for us as well. Weak, starving veterans. Can you attack Gibraltar from land through Spain? I'd have to take Spain, but yeah, I intend to at some point. This is just cruel at this point. We should cap. We should just cap these buggers. Where are you at, Greece? Wait, the Kingdom of Greece is still at 79%? Tell me I need to make my way all the way down to here. There we go, get on that once you've worked your way into Athens. Is Gibraltar border impassable in mod zone? Why in the world would Gibraltar be an impassable border? As soon as Spain attacks Great Britain, they just take Gibraltar, and there's nothing really stopping them to doing so. Bye-bye, Athens. And bye-bye, you guys. Oh man, maybe if they capitulate... Nah, this stuff is still going to be here. Getting my way over to Rhodes is just not happening unless I nuke these buggers into oblivion. Far be it for me to have some ideas like that. I would actually like these guys freed up at this point. Almost out of these tanks. I need to get rid of my tank divisions and do some real rejigging. Okay, it's been way too long waiting on Rhodes and whatever isn't Rhodes here. And I should have a Strat bomber now. So... Shouldn't need you here, but I'm gonna grab you two, hold you, and shove over a strategic bomber. I think you only need one, but let's move over like 5 just in case. Nobody there. Good. I think it's high time that we deploy the nuclear solution ourselves. Cleanse the world of some holdouty Greeks. Come on, Greece, the time has come to fold. Oh yeah, they are folding. This is your last chance to hand this over before I go full nuclear. Oh! Maybe I won't have to nuke these poor buggers. Take care of the last of that as well. Ooh, I got this for free too. Nice. Which tells me that you guys need to be on protecting a bit more of this, because I still don't trust this to be free from naval invasion. That does include here, for what it's worth. And it's going to include here. Well, maybe I don't need some nukes. There's still Cyprus. Yeah, Cyprus is held by the British. I'd have to mount a naval invasion. They don't appear to be bombing the crap out of me, though. Ah, not going so well now, is it? Then again, maybe I could deploy you guys on it instead. Once you take out that, get yourselves over here and just take them out. That's some good looking border. Can I bring out my coastal defense now? I can. Sweet. It's good to see people getting recruited a whole lot faster. In that case, this is clearly way too much for... Oh, Jesus! They took Stavanger. Yeah, like I was saying, it was way too much for you to be taken care of. Ugh, man, this is gonna get dirtier before it gets cleaner, isn't it? Right, well, this is what I have free armies for. Are you guys ever gonna manage to take this? I somewhat suspect it's gonna be difficult for you. To that extent, let's get rid of you and tell you to help out here, because I don't want to lose all of this for no good reason.
Order.
Yeah, this needs to be rejigged, something fierce. What would I do? I could have a Northern Europe defense and a Southern Europe defense and a Near East defense. Southern Europe can handle this, Northern Europe can handle all this, but going all the way down to Italy is just too much for you. So I'm going to be... might be a little idiotic to remove this for now. What I should just do is plonk out a new one first. So all you vastly untrained French coastal defense units are just... oh, of course they can only be deployed in France, go figure. Just one. Thunk you right down. And I'm going to give you some leadership over here. Not particularly good leadership, mind. Hey, isn't that leader of our country? Sure looks like him. Sven Linderot being a body double here. And your job is to just do Southern European coastal defense. Gonna stop about there. Just on the ports, and that should be fine. And then I will consolidate the Northern European one. Will you be doing another campaign when this one's finished, or wait a bit in between? Oh, once this is finished, we're going to vote on the next one. I am really loving Hearts of Iron 4. And I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Order.
These guys gonna fall easily enough? Oh yeah, crikey, away they go. These islands are almost certainly... well, they certainly should be Soviet. You have control of weird islands here. I'm actually kind of wondering why I'm holding on to most of this junk. It's also horribly volatile. Does it have any good resource? Oh, okay, well that's why. It's got a lot of chromium for me. Heavens knows I need and love my chromium. Tungsten's not looking too bad, probably because I shifted my needs. Will you do only historicals? I'll be doing all sorts. Alright, get these guys into position there. Hope the supply situation's okay. Ah, good, the Soviets are pressing in here. Great. I didn't want to have to do that myself. Moving into Switzerland seemed like a bit of a rough call. I don't know if I'm ever going to want these armoured cars, but I'm running out of things to research. Those French guys in position yet? I'm way oversupplied in people here, but I think they're going to need to expand their line quite a bit to hold this. I might have a separate unit in France, but once I seal off the Med, I shouldn't need to worry about coastal defences at all once all these guys are long gone. How are you getting anybody over here? Actually, probably from here. Actually, no, you got nothing going on here. Enemy apparently has the advantage, but I'm not seeing it. Right, after this, into Spain, and Portugal has got to go. How's that collaboration going? 74 days. I might only be able to get one done on Spain. I don't know if I want to hold out on them like I did for... Nah, there's such a huge bonus to getting collaboration. I need to try and hold Spain at my mercy. There's a lovely river here, and there are plenty of cities to the south, so hopefully if I just stop at Madrid... I might even surround... No, then the Soviets would push further. Yeah, just slice along here to Madrid. Take Poland. Take Portugal. Have we been pushed back here? Feels like we have.
Standing.
There's some reorganization to be done here. I want you guys split a bit. I want you over here, and I want you over here. I know there's an easier way to do this just by using field marshals, but not doing that. And you need to severely reduce the amount of defenses that you are operating down here. And that'll allow you to consolidate a lot of units up north. There we go. Do you understand manpower yet? Of course you don't. Man, I wish I could just give them some political power. Is Portugal in the war? Nope, that's why I am justifying war goal on them right now. How's that going? That's not me. This is me. It'll be done in about 100 days. Okay. It's alright. Spanish offensive comes first. Gives me a better opening on crushing Portugal. Yeah, how's this looking? My poor tanks are trying to figure out how to get over there. You guys are just sitting over there. You need to be redeployed over to here on the double. Get rid of these guys. I don't know if I'm ever going to want or need mountaineers, but at least the option can be there. Nice, gotta say it feels so damn good having these guys knocked out. And soon the Swiss are gonna be gone. Swiss are probably just... Ooh, wow, the Swiss have got military factories up the wahoo. I don't know where they got all those, but they did. There are no neutral countries with that much tungsten, surely. Venice isn't covered by the Southern Coast Guard, I think. It certainly is not. Good call. I want these Coast Guards to have a lot more people, but I need more French manpower for that. Which means I need more better French laws. I could hire my... Oh! What are you trying to do? Okay, well, you're just trying to take me on in places that I have very specifically built up my units for. And I've even built up level 3 coastal defense, so that should show up here, right? Where does that show up? Ah, there we go. Fortress reducing you by 23%. There's no way you're going to do anything of value here. So-called Free France. Hopefully you're not pressing all of these Africans, though. I want them. Oh, yeah, they're making them all serve, though. How's that French Art Inf looking? Pretty good. I might even have them as regulars for the African campaign. And the harder spearheads are coming along nicely. Good. We'll use amphibious tanks for the British invasion. I don't think so. I think I'll just get regular tanks to get in as quickly as possible. I don't know how to get over to Britain particularly well. I don't think I've ever successfully naval invaded them in a HoI campaign, but surely if I just blast through the south with as hard as I can, something like surrounding Plymouth, or even setting up one of my own artificial docks. Artificial dock to give me supply as I hit Sussex, surround Dover, take Dover. Dover's a really good naval base. And then we just punch forward. London should give us some good... Oh yeah, Crivens, give me that. There's also that option, drop nukes and roll in. Britain has nuked us into the Stone Age. I think it's high time we repair the favour. I was thinking about nuking this, but I will abstain as long as we think that this attack is possible. Can we even get in here? Man, you just don't want to go, do you? Because they are entrenched to hell and back. Right, that's it. The Allies have had their fun for way, way too long. Where are those fighters of mine? Get me air superiority. Over here in the whatchamacallit sea. Alright, how are we looking here now? I think you need 75% superiority. That's 72, that's 75. This has been a long, long, long time coming. Get out of here. I want half of you over here. You're probably burning on supply though, so for that I'm going to grab you folks. And there's not much for you to do. How's the supply situation over here? Actually, it's a little ropey. Even so, I might have you join over there. Supply situation probably a bit better if I give you a much better port. But you know, building plenty of things as it is right now. Delete them. You lack the med tank. Oh yeah, good point. I do lack tanks, big time. The medium tanks, that is. But some of these are modern cancer tanks, and some of them are well trained as well. Maybe I could just re-outfit them and send them elsewhere. So I could, for example, oh god, I shouldn't take all of them, right? I should just take you guys and you guys. What can I refit you out as? Always need more coastal defenders. But since you're set up the way you are, with artillery and such, I think I could just set you up to be regular armeefornelling. Yeah, always a use for more of these. Get those tanks back. Alright, so I'll give you that and I will assign you to someone who doesn't have enough of these. Actually, I could even slap you over with the cancer tanks, just have a bigger emergency brigade over here. Alright, yeah, you guys go and join in with them. And you just hang around there. That's all you guys do. But the point was to get you out of here, so where are you going to go? Just kind of hang around in Edarine and the likes. I'll figure out what to do with you in due time. Right. Time for you guys to go. Wow, that eliminated a fair bit of your stuff. See if we can't take him on now. Unbelievable. We're still holding out. I mean, I do have more where that came from. God, these are Greeks as well. Right, the Greeks want more bombing, they can have more bombing. Wow. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't do that much to them. Hold on, Greeks? Oh, they were Americans in disguise. You guys are drinking supply for no good reason. Head away for a bit. There we go. Get you guys out of here. And let's make sure that you guys are on defending that. You certainly are. Okay, the time has come. Let's push into Spain proper. Hold off. Strategically redeploy. Get yourselves a bit of a line here. Wait, what the heck did I just make you do there? I don't know, but I know that I don't like it. What? That puts you on the whole line. No, thank you. I think it said I'm starting on that province for all the wrong reasons. There we go. Get you over here, and maybe even over here. And your whole plan is to just spearhead your way over to here. Yeah, the rest of the line can be filled up by everybody else. Ever heard of zombie armies? Nope. Oh, I put a lot of people over here and I wanted them all away. Can I select all these air wings? Yeah, practically my air wings are meant to be helping you and only you. Because I need to consolidate them for big punches, because I can't really do much else. Ah, the smouldering wreckage. I mean, we've all had those EU4 problems of taking roads, and now we've solved it like that. I wonder how many planes were in Rhodes, at least 1,000, right? Didn't even occur to me that Rhodes was an airbase, but it was. There's also here, there are some planes in Cyprus. What's the naval situation? There are plenty of ships here. Gonna need to deal with these islands someday, but I'd rather seal off the Mediterranean then take care of the islands. Yeah, these guys are not happy on the supplies, but it comes and goes. I'm sure you're okay in general. It was a concept discussed before MAD was firmly established. Generals were worried that radiation-wounded armies who knew they had mere days to live would make suicidal attacks after nuclear strikes. Okay, but is that such a big deal? Did it go that way? Oh, man, stop giving me these divisions. I don't want them. I mean, if nothing else, I suppose you can help out with the coastal defense. Speaking of, you guys got here. You didn't really do much with it, so go get stuck in. Remove these people from my coastline, please. God, they are stuck in like ticks as usual. This is why I need good coastal defense. Stavanger already had a fort and a coastal fort, and they still managed to make their way in. I think the AIs are just desperate with these kinds of attacks, as they should be, right? They're doing good work on that. These guys should be out of supply. Ah, since I took recon off them, I don't get such good intel on who I'm fighting against. Bit of a bummer, but I'm sure I can live. Looking forward to using my own artificial ports to invade Britain, though, but Britain comes after Spain. Well, no, Britain might come before Spain. Ooh, oh god, I should be collaborating government in in Britain as well. Troubling thing is, it takes quite a bit. Prepare collaboration government in Britain, absolutely. Needs 2 people for it. Who's it going to be? Kim Fabi and Lakaten, I guess. You 2 are spoken for. Kim Fabi and... who was the other guy? Ricard Wiklund. Didn't he work for Paradox? I don't know, they're all Johans and sons of something else. Norway is the war goal after all. Oh yeah, of course they're trying to save Norway. Well, they're failing at it, which I'm delighted to announce. There we go. Oh, come on, how in the world is Switzerland still holding? Although I am very impressed that Papa Stalin successfully managed to push that. I didn't have high hopes for Papa Stalin's offensive capabilities, but hey. You know, he was offensive enough to attack into Japan. Mongolia doesn't feel so good. They're gonna feel worse before they feel better, I think. Running a bit low on that fuel of mine for some reason. Couldn't possibly tell you why. Daily consumption is far above daily use, although I can always import fuel to offset that. Or import oil, rather. Soviet Union has some... Soviet Union has a fair bit. I never know how much to get for fuel gain, though. Like, if I gain 40 of it, is that going to help much? Daily gain certainly shot up with that, so I'll believe it. Planes, huh? Yeah, why not? I can pretend to know how to effectively use planes. Oh, sweet, you guys are in position already, and you're starving on supply as well? That sounds like the situation I know. Well then, start by taking Bilabo, if you can. You cannot, probably because, again, you're starving. Alright, hold off on that plan. Go back to somewhere like Bordeaux to resupply. And we're in desperate need of... well, I think this port This level 2 port would immediately help us out big time. But yeah, between me and Stalin, these lines are choked. If you can release... I think Soviet Union don't want to give me fuel. I seem to recall that being the case before. Yeah, making a crutch port seems like a good idea. Wonder if I could even make like a level 2 port here. And then shove it to the top. What is it? There we go, that puts it at the top. It'll be done in September though? Ooh. That's still just the first level of it. You probably need to upgrade the bottleneck in northern Spain by having better railroads. And the railroad situation doesn't look that bad. Oh, maybe that's the bottleneck. No, that's level 5. Level 2 port would only be useful if you get supplied via the sea. More throughput to get it via rail. Rail level is important. Well, maybe I just need to let these guys sit back and get their supplies over here. Which hopefully they can in Bordeaux. And then, once they have their supplies and fuel, just push through and take that port right there. Although again, like you said, port's not going to matter too much, because we don't get supply through here, do we? Well, we shouldn't, because it doesn't look so good there. This is going to be one of those... perhaps the better situation is to push through Barcelona. Because then I can have all this lovely med supply kicking in, and Barcelona is a level 5 port. Yaw indeed. Let's do exactly that then. Half of you go like that, the other half of you go like that. And then we swing around this way. Although I'm trying to think, well, I mean, there's this problem now, isn't there? Some of these poor buggers and their poor buggery trains. I'm already looking forward to the time when we're not playing Sweden, so I don't have to keep listening to this language anymore. Poor Swedes. Tell you what, you guys might be better if you actually had something of a plan to help us out here. Make your way down across here, perhaps? An offensive to keep the enemies busy would also be good if their lines start shattering. I mean, you actually think your odds are good. You can give it a go. I'll just get everybody stuck in and see if they can support my my other push. You see a chink in their armor, you exploit it. Speaking of armor, in comes mine. It's fine, ignore your horrible need for supplies and just keep on pushing. These guys gotta go someday. Wow, I mean, I'm making some gains here, but not a lot. Oh, some of this is some very, very sad looking railways, isn't it? Come on, Barcelona. Show me the goods. Well, I'm glad I gave many of these people some support companies, but not all of them. These cancer tank wagons don't, for example. It's mountain railways, Jake. Yeah. It means they just have to zigzag to get up the mountains. If you click on the supply hub that's not getting enough supply, you can press an arrow that queues up an upgrade for all bottlenecks. How? Do I have to do that in the construction thing? Don't know how to do that. Come on, Barcelona would be pretty good. Plenty of supplies would fly through there, surely. Oh god, I remember having fuel. Daily consumption is through the roof. Also, they're invading over here, but that's fine because I already gave you a level... well, you already had a level 5 coastal fort, and even if they land adjacent and try to attack you, they've got a land fort as well. So you guys should be fine. Yeah, maybe I need a bit more fuel than that. Soviet Union, I am loath to give you so many factories, but I need that fuel. Although somebody was saying why not take Lend-Lease for fuel, I don't think they have enough to give. Yeah, they're actively losing it. Oh, but they apparently would if I asked for a certain amount. Holy moly, they would... Ah, wrong way around, isn't it? Request Lend-Lease. Could you give me some fuel? No. No, they won't. What does DDR stand for? Dance Dance Revolution. My favourite game of all time. It's so good. Come on, get these guys out. Get Barcelona. I need that supply. Everybody's dying horribly here. I don't think my guys really believe in my offensive here. Better hold off before we just get pushed out, but I do want Barcelona. Well, that's almost Barcelona. Supply hub has a button to upgrade all bottlenecks. It's a quality of life feature. Okay, but where is it? Is it this button? The upgrade bottlenecks button? Nah, couldn't be. These guys are going to come in and give me a hard time. Please don't let them. Hey, Barcelona is mine. And that is goodbye Catalonia Free Republic, which gives us almost nothing. But still, getting that port is surely going to be worth our time. Thinks that the supplies are coming in there. Works for me. Put the upgrades at the bottom of the queue. You need to go and up... Oh, wait. It's not much quality of life if it puts them at the bottom of the queue. Well, at least I didn't put it under all of my destroyed things. Of which there are a lot. I'm never going to get my refineries built at this rate. In use, 141. Only 70 are on construction. I spend a lot of them on imports. Swedish France, I only need as much as I need here. I have too much rubber coming in from Siam. Oh well, I just have too much rubber in general. I still need that oil though. Huh, I was hoping this would help out, but nope. It's not helping out much at all. Excuse me, how did this end up being Soviet? Soviets, you're not allowed to be over here. Ask for control of this. They won't? You have an unfair I just gave you Eastern Europe, and you're not willing to give me this one little bit of Navarra here. Soviets really are something else. I know there's a bit of retooling time on here, but this is a rough border. And these guys are going to be struggling a bit here, I dare to say. Maybe you should hold and redeploy back to somewhere with loads of supply, like... There's plenty of places of good supply, but get yourselves over to Toulouse. Montpellier, rather. Will you be taking out the discount Spanish yet? The Portuguese will be falling soon, yes, but I need to push my way through. For what it's worth, I do have another spearhead coming out. And the French Art Int are almost ready to be deployed. Where I deploy them, though, I don't know. Situation up here is fine, although, whoops, I've been letting you burn over there. So, what am I going to do with you? I think I'll just have you guys hang around here for a bit. You don't have other lines here. No, you don't, so away you go. Who else is kind of surplus to requirement-y? Yeah, you guys are just hanging around here for no good reason. So I will actually just have you... Gee, I'll probably want you for an offensive over here. But I might want to get rid of my cancer tanks here. I'm still shy on medium tanks, and I actually don't know who's needing them. If I had to guess, it would be people like you. Yeah, waiting on medium tanks. That's not helping with the situation. So I think I will grab you guys and shift you all down to regular army folks to free up those medium tanks that can be dispersed elsewhere. And you're going to be told to, well, just in case something goes really south here, perhaps I should have you guys stationed around here. Supply situation is still a bit grim for you though. Nah, around here is probably better. Yeah, just kind of bum around here for a bit. Okay. Upgrade your supply rail line to the Suez for max in preparation. That's a good call. No, construction. Wow, some of this is pretty poor train line. Is that even worth it? I mean, a lot of stuff's going to come in from by sea, surely. Don't know, actually. Do not know. I mean, maybe this port's a bit... Well, actually, you know, I'm going to have this port soon enough. Did he literally forget the macro tool in 3 seconds? More that I didn't think it would work for me the way I want it to, but maybe it would. Maybe it would. Let's get rid of the stuff that I just put in here. And let's try this way then. And then if we look over here, it only added this, I think. Well, if you think that's the choke point, then go for it. You can control-click the upgrade and... Oh, okay, cool. Well, it only wanted to do that anyway. Wow, these guys are still on their offensive, apparently. I would really like to take Bilbao, though. But yeah, murdering me getting through this area. And even that's bad for you. Okay. How about I just tell you to spread out over here then, get your supplies back. Where do I spy Brits? Oh yeah, this is that British naval invasion that's probably doomed to fail. Although for some reason my units just let themselves out of Cherbourg. It's a bit bothersome the way they keep moving around, because they just love to let places open like that. That might even be how they got Stavanger previously. Okay, come on, I'm on a bit of a timer. I want to be able to storm Portugal in no time before they go all allied on me. Which means I've got about 40 days to push over into here. And that's not looking so great because my supply situation is grim. Maybe it would be better if I pulled back a lot of these guys. The Soviets are holding the line. These guys aren't really doing that much for me, are they? Other than consuming glorious supplies that I need. Not to mention a lot of your units are way outdated. Loads of Marines, but maybe those Marines could be better placed elsewhere. For example, couldn't I switch you entirely over to the Marine layout and then have you for some other operation? This is just Marines and medium tanks. Oh god, with terrifyingly low amount of support companies. Alright, how about switch that up? For one, get you some anti-air. Get you some... no, not military police. Some field hospitals and some logistics. And get rid of these Marine... Actually, just get rid of the tanks. Remove those tanks. and just staff you with a lot more Marines. How about something like that? It's a 20 width, nothing but Marine thing. Should you bring artillery with Marines? Probably. They need to do some kind of soft attack. How about something like that? Why not have a few tanks? I don't really have the tanks, do I? Is an amphibious attack on Portugal possible? Probably possible, but I haven't been bothering with that. This might be a better thing for the Marines. I'll lose the tanks, but this might be better for them. Jake, didn't you research amphibious tanks? I don't remember. But I certainly don't have any of them made. Medium, heavy. Oh, there's an amphibious tank. Not sure I want them. I'm sure our raw Marines can do everything just fine. So that's going to be the... Oh wait, that was a copy. Did I duplicate you? Or is it just called copy of It is called copy of Marines. Marines and ARP. Hopefully they'll do fine enough. I'll take it amphibious penalties of having non-Marines units in division. Is that a thing though? I thought it took the average of everything. Regardless, I want all of you switched out to my Marines and artillery. And I'm actually going to withdraw you from here and move you elsewhere. Probably just have you hang around Paris for a bit. Just try and free up some supply here. See if that helps. And then I want my tanks here, once they have some actual supplies, to go and push over through this if they can. Still going to be a strained supply line, I'm sure. Not having armor should balance that out, assuming the ratio is not too heavy for... Oh. God knows, I don't know enough about this to be sure. Unfulfilled import, yeah, tungsten. Tungsten, tungsten, tungsten. Am I still giving them those factories? Oh, hope to God I'm not. I'm buying every unit of tungsten that Siam's got. I'm not making any railway guns? Is that because they absolutely must have tungsten? I'm not making any artillery either. It's going to be a bit of a problem. Japan, could you give me all of your tungsten, please? And Portugal, before we go to war, I want your tungsten too. You got more tungsten for me? No, that's all I can get. Alright, I'll scrape what I can get off of Afghanistan as well then. So many factories used for trade. 70 are being used for consumer goods, with 87 available for trade. That's a lot on consumer goods. Oh, it takes total factories, right? So it counts counts proportional for military factories as well when it considers how many to use for that, of course.
Order.
Alright, you guys have built up a bit of fuel. Now is the time that we just try and push on in. If we just take the north, we'll be following this railway line as well, although it looks a bit rubbish and I'm not even sure it's fully connected. Supply situation looks a lot better though, honestly. Let's get some of you over like so. The line will flesh itself out. And another half of you take along this way. Just make our way over to Portugal. I need that tungsten. Hey, French inf art already. Does that mean the French the French have figured out manpower? No, they have not. God knows what they're spending their everything on. But that tells me I should probably prep myself up with another whole batch of French inf art. Because these guys are purely here for defense. There we go. I dream of the day that you actually have the manpower for this. And another French unit to just throw into my defenses here. They gotta go somewhere. I'm a job creator after all. Oh boy, where's that manpower of mine going? Why is my manpower disappearing? It's not allowed to do that. Okay, we're working on that. Wasn't I meant to prepare a collaboration government with you? I bet I didn't start it again. How do I keep not starting it? Do I just have this blocker in my brain? Maybe I do that and assume that's it done. No. Put it there. Prepare. Oof, that is some... Holy moly, it's doubled up for counterintelligence. Alright, you guys immediately start getting into low supply and attrition. Where in the world is that manpower of mine going? I need that, you know. That is some contested skies. Preparing collab in Portugal would take forever, and my ways of helping the way I help them out with their liberated workers should offset some of that some of those problems. Jeez, guys, come on. You think you're fighting a war or something? Alright, well, at least we managed to get this port. And that should allow us, just breaking through there, it should be enough to allow us to punch through here. Basque Country's down, as expected. Just gotta punch on through. Punch on through. Although I could, like, try and snip around, but I'm not sure to... Well, actually, what I could actually consider doing is snipping my way down to Madrid to try and cut off these guys from supplies. We have other ways to get it, though. Oh, no, we just took Zaragoza. Zaragoza is a hell of a hub that they won't have access to now. Looks like they're taking Bilbao back. They will try. They will certainly try. And I can't afford to let them. This is a problem not having my own units to build this one out, I suppose. Maybe I should. I know it's expensive on the everything, but Stalin might not want to flesh this out himself. Who are the guys that are left behind for that? Yeah, these guys who are all mariners and such. I'm a little concerned about the encirclement opportunity near Bilbao. I'm sure the game's master has this under control. I got something under control. Yeah, actually I think it would be better opportunity for me to go down and snip these guys off from their supply here. You still have garrison order, your tanks are running back. Not anymore, they don't. Oh god, these ones are. Whoa! Please don't do that. I wonder if this is even going to work for you. Well, let's try and cut them off from here. See how it works. Yeah, some of these allied units are looking real low on supply now. Yeah, they're gonna keep trying. Look at that! All of these guys just abandoning Cherbourg. Do not abandon Cherbourg. Why? All the allies need to do is do a multiple naval invasion on me, and you just surrender the ports to them. They must just be working with far bigger brain than I can afford. Alright, go and work on Lyon and take this from another angle. Now they could cut us off here. I mean, they might try to encircle us. But I'm hoping that Stalin can make good of that. Really starting to think that you guys would be better helping me out here. Since this is where I'm pushing. There we go. You guys go and redeploy over here so I have a bit of defense, pretty please. Should definitely be leaving a tank. Pardon me. Should definitely be leaving like one tank behind just so this line remains operational, but I don't have lots of tanks for that. I'm just pushing forward with what I have. Besides, you'll be able to wrap this thing around here. And maybe you can even help out with this a bit. If you guys were heading over here and there, you'd be able to keep that, as long as these guys end up low in supply. Maybe Stalin can do a bit of a push. We'll see if Stalin is interested in pushing, though. So these guys are going to be really struggling on supply, or so I hope. What are you guys going to do then? Well, I don't know what that thing's going to do. I don't think tanks can take occupation themselves. Trains, rather. Excuse me there, I was in dire need of a drink. Right, they might be struggling, but I don't think they're struggling enough. I want to see more struggling, not less. Fun fact, if you encircle a railway gun, you take it for yourself. Ooh. I mean, railway guns are expensive things to take, to produce. Yeah, I just keep snipping away. See if Stalin can fill in the blanks for me. Now these guys are going to start complaining to be out. Actually, that's all the more reason I should be taking this railway for myself. It goes up and over there too. No, just keep snippy. Whether it works well or not doesn't matter. You are completely out of org. You would get slam dunked over there. But you could go and take this, couldn't you? But I'd want this as well. I'm just leaving myself in a horrific supply situation here. For not particularly good reasons. This is an awful spearhead I've made here. It's not going to work to anyone's advantage, truly. Which is all the more reason that I should simply slam out you guys. So I'm going to have you guys just one off. Actually, not even one off. I want to be able to make more of these, but low priority. Oh, crikey, yeah. These things take a lot of my manpower, so maybe let's hold off on that for now. You guys get over here. Figure out what to do with you shortly. Right, they're trying to cut us off here. We made our point. Let's head back for a bit. Stalin's coming in to save the day. Good. I mean, nice push here. I wish I was pushing a bit harder, though. Pushing is always good. Let's see what happens if we go for the encirclement on this thing. Can we take it for ourselves? Are all railway guns made equal, by the way? I assume they are. Oh, look who's coming in. British tanks. And their tank can't pierce our tank. Beautiful. Alright. One of you come over here. The other one come along over here. Yeah, he who dares wins. Just fork it all over. Ugh, for the Soviet Union? Why in the world is this going to Soviet Union? Listen, this is not right, SU. You'll give me Galicia. Will you give me Navarra? Will you give me just Navarra? Because you seem to be pushing out Soviet Union out of Navarra, and that's not right. I worry that I'll be pushing out in your name rather than my own, given this. He'll give me one state and no more. Maybe if I give him some states, he'll ease up a bit. Like if I give him some of this trash over here, especially trash that doesn't produce anything. Yeah, let's see if it works out like that. So if I give you control of some of these states, again, let's make absolutely sure I'm not forking over some really good resources to him. I'll give you some of this, and we'll see if you'll give me that land over there. You can have this as well, I don't need it. Okay. Then I'll try and ask for control of all of these states for myself. It's only fair. This line's filling out nicely though. So do I get this? It's just kind of sitting here doing nothing. Well, we succeeded in what I needed to do, which was get my border with Portugal. So invading them should be child's play. And as I punch through Portugal, I should be able to capitulate them and then circle around on Spain. And remember, I do not want to take Spain until I have full-on collaboration with them. Oh, it's finished. Oh, that's good. 30% on you. We need more collaboration, though. New collaboration government on Spain. Who can I even send on it? Not Var again. Who's even Var again? I don't know. We'll give them Nicolay and Anna. Commence it when it's ready. Do you need Galicia to make a push to Portugal? Yours rather than Soviet? Probably. Almost certainly. But I'm hoping to take that off of Papa Stalin when I can send him another envoy. How's the supply situation? Oh, a lot better now. Well, that's good. I need better. You guys still have a plan to move yourselves down to Madrid. Although maybe taking Madrid itself is a bad idea. Maybe we can surround Madrid so that they keep the victory points and don't immediately crumble. I just hope that Stalin doesn't take Madrid. It's going to be a sitting duck there, but we'll try our best. What are you guys going to do, though? How long until I can declare war on Portugal? Not long at all. How's the supply situation in here? Not great, but it still might be the best idea for you guys to... All that time I could be pushing. No. We line ourselves up for a tremendous rush all the way down through Portugal. Strat bomber get. Wait, I should only need one kind of strat bomber. Also, I can probably stop making these strat bombers. Free up some military factories for others. And cancel Stalin's... Oh, well, I need to wait for the ability to do more diplomatic envoys with them. But I will get there. This is a great push. I didn't think it would work out as well as it did, but it worked out exceptionally well. Although maybe having some better train lines would work. So what would that be? Grabbing one of these supply hubs and oh, maybe because of the retooling process I can't set it to fix up. 3 days and then it'll be retooled. That should improve our supply magnificently, although a lot of it comes in by sea. Didn't think I'd be getting a lot of supply by sea here, but it's working out well enough. We're not under any kind of horrible invasion, are we? Dangerous naval invasion in Greece, but seems like we've got that one taken care of. I mean, sure, they're trying, but they're going to find themselves horrifically out of supply real soon. Well, they already do. Can rely on Jake to be killing the Portuguese in any stream given it's an option. They should not have been sitting on that much tungsten. Nobody needs that much tungsten. Torpedo attacks. I mean, someday I might be torpedoing. Is there nothing else that I could reasonably be doing? Mutually exclusive. I'd get rid of all of my industry there. Hey! Better radars. I will eventually want radar and more anti-air around here, although maybe I can stop investing in that, because I do plan on kicking the UK out of here soon enough. And if I spend money on anti-air and... Ah, jeez! Hope these guys are wearing sunglasses. That'll put the fear of God in them. At least they're French. So, yeah. How did you guys remain untouched in all of that? It looked... Well, no, they didn't nuke Brest. They nuked one south of Brest. For reasons unknown. Oh boy, that is not even my offensive. I do hope that Papa Stalin does not make Spain go. I might have to not do my offensive in Spain and hope that Papa Stalin fails to do an effective one. Tell you what though, I will extend this line over. I will be unable to extend this line over. Why can't I extend that line over? You got some kind of problem with lines? Why can't I include this? I want to extend my line over here. No, Portugal's not in the war, but I fail to see why that would stop us having a line with it. HoI4 is very unflexible with the front. I mean, you can set up a line against someone who's not your enemy. It'd be bizarre if you couldn't. Did you ask for control of Galicia? Yeah, of course, I was waiting on that. So, hopefully I can ask control for these states after having given Papa Stalin all that other land. Hey, there we go, he's much more willing to give it over. Asturias is his as well? Okay, let's just make sure there's no Papa Stalin in Iberia. That's actually quite nice and fair, right? Oh, that's not fair, he's got a little bit of Burgos. Is he gonna... I don't even think I can ask for control of Burgos since he's... Yeah, but I have Burgos as well. How's this gonna be trimmed apart? What did you give Stalin? I gave him a sizable chunk of Anatolia. On Stalin, I got other things to do here, you know. Not sure there's any naval stuff for me to bother with anymore. Not sure there was ever any aerial stuff for me to care about. Advanced fire control systems for... I mean, maybe, at least it's fast to do. Jake, the last naval landing tech. Ooh. Do I need to build any naval landing things to activate those? That is a good point, though. Naval landing tech. What's that under? Infantry? No? Naval? Yeah, it's down on naval. Naval landing tech. Here we go. Naval invasion capacity up 100 and invasion speed up. And... Ooh! Oh, no. Wait, what? Invasion defense up 50. Reduces naval invasion penalties. How does that work? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm taking it. You just need convoys and floating harbors. Well, I am making floating harbors. Haven't I? Oh, crikey, that's far down the list. Here you go. Get some not broken dockyards, please. I have one of them in stockpile. Who's ready for deployment? The Inf Arts. I'll keep those for when I need them. They're for the Africa campaign. Yeah, my manpower's holding out, which is good. Oh, you know what's coming, don't you, Portugal? They're going to join the the allies almost undoubtedly though, so I can't just swiftly piece them out. Wish I could. Put your subs to convoy raid on the entrance to the Mediterranean. Well, soon I'm going to snip off the Mediterranean altogether, so that's not going to be a consideration. I will snip down to here so that I can make the Gibraltar Strait contested, so that oh, submarines can still pass, can't they? Still, I'd rather just mass up my submarines right now, because they get eradicated by the British, so I need to save them for desperate naval invasion time. Speaking of not enough time, when are you going? Okay, 6 days until Portugal is justified. Although I don't know to what degree we really need to justify any of this nonsense. There we go. That might be a little rough on supply, but I don't want Papastal to be able to push into Spain so hard because I need my collaboration government done. And that's going to take a long time. It's going to take about a year, but I think it's so worth it to have Spain out as an individual country. And they should have a lot of cores, right? Yeah, so I should be able to give them all of this. Should. We'll see if I actually can. But if they fold before then that's goodbye all those bonuses. And I need those bonuses because my manpower is a theoretical thing. Nice, I don't need more war propaganda. I don't want to blow up the Suez. Berg is down. Wonder where that name's from. Attack Portugal. We haven't even done the war goal. I'll be attacking them as soon as I have it, which is in 2 days. Oh yeah, I was meant to do something with Papastal. What was it? I think it was modify managed license things. Show actives. Yeah, I don't need your strat bomber anymore. Thank you, please. It only cost me 1 factory, but better to have the factories than not. Oh, and that didn't even cost a... Why do you have to wait to do that if it doesn't cost you an envoy to do so? He doesn't have Burgos to give me, but if he ends up taking Burgos, I need to get it before his Russian influence spreads throughout Spain. Alright, say your prayers, Portugal. Potential enemies. Oh, they're guaranteeing. Right, well, that's going to drag them right in, isn't it? Straight up conquest, and get in there ASAP. There we go. Unexpected. Never imagined this would have happened, but they joined the Allies. Also, you guys are not on this defense. Hopefully I'll spill over and I'll get a good front on Spain. But I need that tungsten. I'm going to free up so many factories when I stop importing all that expensive Siamese and Japanese tungsten. Wait, has this become a different war? What did it say they called in Czechoslovakia? And what was that attack? Okay, Greece. Greece is not a problem. Maybe someday Greece will be a problem, but today is not that day. I actually should be holding on to this with my defenses. You need to spread out over here a bit. Because I don't want to be shanked in the back by a naval invasion here. Does that include Lisbon? I think it does. Might as well have you here as well then. 31 needed, but you have 46. That's not very good though. I need more coastal defense, and I don't want to make it my own ones. I need more French manpower. For the love of God, France, get some better manpower laws. Maybe I should actually ease up on the French inf art and instead make... No, I've already made all of them. I could ease up on my own ones and make my own coastal defenses, that much is true. Portuguese Angola, all these nations that don't really exist. Why are you making it sound like they do, Portugal? Can you switch the existing divisions to French ones? French have no manpower to offer me, so it wouldn't be worth it. The French manpower is 0, and they really, really need to get some better laws in. Actually, don't you need, like, wars? Oh god, 8% war support. Are they ever going to be able to have that? Limited conscription needs 10% war support. How are they going to manage that? Oh dear. Ah, there was an able invasion before I was able to deal with that. Actually, you're going to need some backup there, buddy. Don't know if Papa Stalin can help out with that. Hey, what are these guys doing? They're just sitting there and I can't have them. Go and help out with that. Oh god, they might not hold. They don't hold. And they got my port. Well, try and do the best you can. Portugal's trying to do the best they can, and they're succeeding. It's just that what the Portuguese call their best. Well, I think irradiated Romanians can perform better than this. You gotta help that out, or else this is not gonna go so well. Yeah, they should do someone else's best. Okay, Portugal's already gone. You love to see it. Thanks for making all these goods for me for your 20 years of peace. Now what do? Well, we grab you, we stop your plan. Hell, I destroy the plan, and I give you a new plan. The plan is take southern Spain, please. Not a big amount of southern Spain. I'm not desperate for tons of it, but at least get out to here. And you are going to come all the way down here. Is Papa Stalin already here? Well, he's coming along here. There we go. Apparently still some units hanging around. Well, not anymore. And now that's given me some sweet, well, hopefully unpressed Portuguese recruitment, but I don't think it is that unpressed. Yeesh. Well, if nothing else, I've got their tungsten. So Siam, I don't need that anymore. Japan, I apparently need some of that. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Please. I take it all back. I still need some tungsten. Because I don't get it all, do I? No, it's going to take a while for me to exploit all of that. See, I'm going to take it all back. I need tungsten. Soviet Union's got more tungsten for me, as usual. Better to take it from an ally. Beef up the infrastructure for the tungsten. That's true. It's already as beefed up as it gets, unfortunately. There's not some other tungsten hanging around here, is there? Spaniards hiding any tungsten reserves? Nope. Okay, where else in the world does one get tungsten from? How many times can you say tungsten before it stops sounding like a word? Britain? Tungsten? Ah! Aberdeenshire and the Highlands, full of more tungsten than I'd imagined. Put the garrison on forced labor for more resources. I already have them on worker thingamajigger, the communist one, because that's probably the best of my choices. Maybe you could join the Japan War and invade Siam. Yeah, so Siam's tungsten is down here. That's a bit of an operation just to get that. I think I'd rather take over Africa for some Africans to press into my army. Because God knows we've pressed just about every European we can find. Check South America, French and British territories. That's aluminium. A lot of aluminium. Otherwise... Wow, Brazil's really got nothing. Why does Brazil exist? Bolivia, the tungsten capital of South America. I don't really think I want to fight South America in this run. I mean, it's just my first run at it. Not sure I want to fight everyone in the world. I'm here to conclude the war, not just keep pouring gasoline on it. It's alright, these guys will have a much harder time when they no longer have that port. Oh yeah, there we go. Get them out of there. And make sure that our defenses have all this covered, which they do. But they need more. They need more people on that. You only need 22 for all of this. You do not need as many as you have. It's just that they love to keep attacking me here. How is Switzerland still existing here? For God's sake, Stalin, get rid of them. They're a blight on the European community. Your Argentinian tungsten convoys are getting raided. You're giving them free factories. Yeah, true enough. Let's get rid of that. The others can do it through land, so that's better. Hang on, and now I have too much tungsten? What is going on here? It says I have way more than I need. So why is it setting it to... If I bring it down to that and set it to that, you still say I need that many, but that seems like more tungsten than I do need. Tell you what, I'm going to get rid of you since that's not efficient. I'm going to get 16 out of you, and then I'm going to drop you down by 1, and there we go. Although that'll probably need fixed itself later on. Okay, why are you guys not activated? Get on that. Southern Spain must fall. Gibraltar falling would be nice too. Only use your tanks in North Africa. Some used mechanized French for the rest of Africa. Use your tanks in North Africa. Use some mechanized French for the rest of Africa. I don't mechanize the French, although I might want to consider that given all the mechanized that I'm sitting on. God, I've got a lot of infantry equipment. Stalin, are you sure you don't want some of this? There's got to be something I've got a metric ton of. I mean, sure, the... I don't think those are the ones I'm looking at here. The more nations you flip, the worse this interface gets. It doesn't help that it's not sorted at all. I have some American carbines. A one-off of all of my American carbines. There you go, Stalin. Now he's actually lost a lot of manpower. Hopefully he's been deploying them. Oh yeah, he's upped his number of divisions something fierce. Tanks in Africa, I imagine, would be like tanks in the Middle East. They would just evaporate and I'd be out of tanks a lot. Sortable lists? Nah, the technology isn't there, yeah, figures. Small indie company, you have to understand. Preparing. At least I've already got a little bit on the Spaniards, but I need more. Honestly, 60% on Spain might be fine. It wouldn't take that long to bring them up to 80 from there. Well, no, it would take a while. What do you think is better, flipping them at 60 or making them a puppet at 90? So I'm not sure myself. Wow, these guys are toast. Supply is also a bit toast, because there's no connection here. But there will be once I hold Malaga. Then that can come in, and hey, wow, Gibraltar fell like it wasn't even trying to hold. Well, that solves supply situation rather nicely. Rather handily, I'd even say. How are you feeling, Spain? Spain's feeling fine, as long as they keep Madrid. You wouldn't happen to have any other resources that are worth my time, would you? There's a little bit of tungsten there, and a wee bit of tungsten here. Okay, I reckon... Should I bring it along more? Maybe I could encircle all of Spain. Yeah, that would be nice. Keep them from doing any boaty shenanigans around here. But that might make it very easy for Stalin to flip Spain, and I don't want that. I do not want that, but maybe it's still a good idea. Just just punch my way up through here. Would certainly be good in supply, but yeah, just stopping the Allies from moving their units around would be a pretty big boon though, wouldn't it? And hey, if Spain cedes, so what, right? I don't get the big bonus of all that Spanish manpower for a long time, but at least I get some manpower out of what I take from them here, which is maybe not as much as I would like. Certainly isn't. Also, I'm taking a lot of their cities. There's a good chance they would flip if I did that, as in cede. I need to count on Stalin to not hold this himself. But there are so... oh god, the enemies are all low on supply though. I don't know, I would regret having Spain capitulate so early. Because I currently only have 30% on them. But it feels so tempting just to turn them into a Spanish Switzerland. Alright, well, let's try it then. That's your line here. Spearhead will be to... I have the wrong people selected. Whoops. Come to think of it, maybe you guys shouldn't be here altogether, or at the very least not all the way along here. Stalin can hold that line. Yeah, that's a good way about it. Okay, they're getting on it immediately. These tanks are so keen for blood. Maybe they're just so happy because they've been fleshed up to 16 from 4. Take Spain now, better for your own manpower over time. I don't know about that. Spain is a lot of people I could press into the military if I have them as a wee government. Well, I'll have them as their own standalone. Then again, I could always puppet them later on, couldn't I? Like, if I knock out the UK pretty swiftly and maybe find a way to do the US, then I could just end the war with the Allies, because they are the only... oh yeah, Canada as well. Oh, and the United States. So much to consider. Whoa, that's aggressive. Oh, you are on aggressive, that'll be why. Maybe that's for the better, though. And what was it? There we go. Ooh, no, 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 no. That's moving in way too many over here. Tighten up that line a lot. Yeah, that's better. Oh no, not Rickard Wiklund. Why didn't he take his suicide pills? I gave you those for a reason. I'm going to be losing a lot of my spy network from this. Oh well, we can sort that out shortly. I don't think you're getting to the continental US when your army are a bunch of mine layers that have never left port. I'm sure we'll find a way, right? We can always hop over. Hop over to Free France, hop over to Denmark, hop over to the United Kingdom here. I just need a port, and from a port I can take it all. That's what I'll believe at least. Oh, crikey. I didn't set up Iberia to be defended, did I? That looks like a no. That looks like a heavens no. Ugh, but setting you there means that you're going to be trying to attack into this, won't you? Probably going to go for Girona. You think you could hold that out a bit? Probably not. He probably can find a way over Iceland, Greenland, Canada, spamming airports and ports along the way. He just lets them die. Oh yeah, the rescue operation to save the spy. I don't know if that's worth our time, though. Rescue thingamajigger. Oh man, it would take ages. And again, it's always going to take ages, isn't it? Maybe I can assign... oh, right, no, I can't assign them because they're all on making the government stuff. Rickard Wiklund's just going to have to die. He was only level 1. That's probably why he got caught. Forget it. I focus on getting my puppety governments in there. Sorry, collaborative governments. Uh-oh, this is actually a little dangerous. I've taken way too much of Spain. Well, I've already taken Valencia, so too bad. I will have to work my way along here as well. Why is Benelux often saying low supply? Wait, what possible supply situation is there in Benelux? The supply is amazing. Sometimes I don't understand you guys. Alright, go and link this one up. And Stalin, please don't push. And once Stalin has done this around here, all should be okay. No, do not hold Posihonen. Take this. Link it up. Keep the Spanish relegated to their land here. Is anything worth my time anymore? Hey, someday I might want more rocket artillery. There's that amphibious tank of mine. Maybe someday I'll need trains, and then I'll be ready with war austerity trains. Oh yeah, I let my white units come over here as well, didn't I? They've not been doing a whole lot. Organizer, but no logistics wizard for you. It's a field marshal trait. Hey, if I made you a field marshal, you could be a logistics wizard field marshal, which sounds like an amazing kind of field marshal. How would you like to be... How would you like to be promoted? What's his name? Johan Renström. Yeah, I could probably do with another one of you. However, you also have one, but you're already a logistics wizard. Maybe I don't need another one then. In fact, damn, you are good at stuff. Motorized and mechanized, executing blitz and encirclement. Well, that sounds really good, actually. Shame you don't get Panzer Expert, but the motorized is still good. Mechanized, rather. Yeah, go for that. You'll have no available slots for la 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 la. That's okay. That's a general trait, Jake. Oh, right. These are field marshal traits. Max planning, planning speed. I don't really do a lot of planning, but I suppose what little I do, having it done faster is good. Did that take away my ability to give you a promotion? No, it's still there. You're still on infantry, and we certainly have infantry around here. What does charismatic do? Where was charismatic? Recovery rate. Might be good, might not be, but not what I picked. Alright, there we go. It's all linked up. I just need Stalin and his cronies to fill this up. And you guys, I think we're going to be getting rid of some of that cancer tank. How am I doing on medium tanks? Oh, actually I've got a lot of medium tanks. I could make you nothing but cancer tanks and probably be okay. How many does it take? It takes 50 for that. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine you all just being nothing but cancer tank. I mean, not that cancer tank's a big deal for us anymore. What I'd really like is to get rid of Zurich, actually. You guys have succeeded with your order, but I do need you to hold this line a bit before the Stalinites come and fill the rest in. I also need you to defend all of this from more naval invasions. And yes, I know this is probably going to push you a bit much. It doesn't say how many you need for this. Wait, where's the little pop-up that tells me your necessary number of Ah, there we go. This was overwriting it for some reason. You need 47, which you don't even have, so I'm actually going to take you guys and assign you onto that. Do you even take all of those? You know, it doesn't help me that you guys are different colors. It'll be something like that instead.
Your befäl.
Yeah, grab all of you and move you across, but I'm still in desperate need of more coastal defense with the way this is going. I could grab the French Inf Art and actually have them help out on coastal defense for now. I could pull them out later on, because they're not doing anything, although I do want them for an Africa campaign. If you don't want to micro the various coast guards, make them field marshal garrison orders. I feel like that's not a good idea. So I feel like I want them divided up, because the reason I have them divided up is because otherwise, you know, someone would redeploy from here to up here. The AI feels a bit whack, the way they tend to deal with those. Oh, come on, Punk Rock Lee. No need to be like that. This is my first time playing the game in years. In fact, I'm all about people that talk smack getting smacked, so there you go. I'm sure that's what he was after anyway. Wow, good lord, all these factories. Don't mind if I do. Can finally get my tack bombers being made. With all that tungsten. Oh, and that aluminium, which I need more of. Pretty please, France. Just give me, like, all of your aluminium. Give them some extra factories that they can put to use elsewhere. Oh, no, 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 no. They're doing offensives. I need you to not be offensive here. I do not want Spain to fall, and they're close to falling. Right, well, that's all the more reason that you guys need to get out of here. Both of you guys are around here. Both of you are going to lose those orders. You folks are going to hang around Paris for no good reason. And you folks are going to... What are you going to do? Well, I do plan on a nice invasion over here. Ah, I have something of an idea. Why don't you guys get switched over to coastal defense? And I will add you guys to this. And then I will deploy the French guys to come along here for this push. That sounds like an idea and a half. It'll save my own manpower. And I certainly want my own manpower here. So you guys are going to be switching over to coastal defense. I will gain tons of manpower. Going to lose a bunch of experience and equipment. Well, not lose it. It's going to go back to where it belongs. But there you go. And half of you are going to go here. And the other half of you are going to go here. There we go. Ah, man, nice to have manpower again. You can start pushing from Northwest Africa as well. I mean, there's no strait here, so I would need to navally invade this, which could certainly be done, and it's probably even a good idea.